A doubleheader. Atlantic facing off against Creston. JV game just finishing up here. 1:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Atlantic leading 35-28. Hey, broadcast tonight brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Also brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, a First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Vin, Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. Second Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Also brought to you by Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Also brought to you by Switter. They're safe, reliable Switter for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. If Stein has yield, contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, a bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, of pharmacy, always there for you. Your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. Also brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. And Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. And also Oak Point Wealth Management. Aaron Friend, Oak Point Wealth Management, inside Snyder and Associates in Atlantic. Still some time left in the JV game, Roger Warren, but looking forward to this varsity game. Atlantic has won 4 of the last 5. They come off a big win over Trainer last Thursday night, 11-5 of the season. They're kind of on a roll right now.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the win at Trainer was a big one, and I didn't make it to the game, but from all reports, they probably one of their most complete game that they had. And Trainer's a great ball club.
59-51 was the final, and the Trojans shot well from inside and out. Schrader had 3 threes in that game, and she's had a good year shooting the ball from the outside. She's actually 5th in three-point makes in the conference with 35 this season, and she's had 116 attempps, which is second in the conference.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, but you got to shoot them up, and she's done a good job of that for the Trojans. The Trojans 11-5 at home, 11-5 overall, 7-2 at home, 4-3 on the road. And for Creston, they come in at 5-10, 2-5 at home, 3-4 on the road, 3-4 in conference play. And I'll tell you what, these two, you know, they had Creston came back in the second half when they played the first time back in Atlantic. The Trojans got the win, but the Panthers really made it a game.
Yeah, they closed the gap.
Half.
They closed the gap in that ball game, and it just, I mean, the Trojans finished it out, but.
Yeah, that game back in Atlantic, the Trojans won by 4 points over the Panthers, 51-47. And again, Creston made a good run at it in the second half, and they're led by Cadley Bailey. She is averaging 19 points a game and leads the conference in several categories as well. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. More pregame coming up from Creston. We're back right after these.
When it's time to think about trailers,
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Whitney Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Steals with 78. She's going to be one player that Coach Vargas will be keying on. She's averaging 19 points a game coming in here this evening. Holland Rink, the point guard for Creston, leads the league in assists with 85 assists so far this season. So a number of leaders we'll talk about here throughout the evening in this game. Atlantic has, of course, Peyton Harder. She is the all-time career scoring leader for the Trojans now, and congrats to her. Broke that in Harlan here a while back. We were there for that, and congrats to Peyton Harder. McKenna Schrader, 5th and 3 points made. We mentioned with 35, and she had 5 of those against Trainer their last outing. Zoe Kirchhoff, 6th in assists with 53 in the conference. So some of the top players right here at Creston tonight in this game between Atlantic and the Panthers.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Kirchhoff out for the Creston game?
She was. She had a bad, you're right, she had an ankle injury. And I think that's interesting you bring that up because Coach Vargas, and we'll talk about it here in our pregame show, but Zoe is now getting healthy. And she had
absolutely.
Some key threes at Trainer on Thursday night as well. Because she's getting that ankle. It takes a while in basketball. You know all about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I mean, you work through the pain, and then after about 2 or 3 weeks, I had an injured ankle. You know, hey, as long as you keep her going.
Boys game will come up after this one here tonight as well as the Trojans now coming down the floor. They're going to be in their road yellow uniforms tonight with the black numbers. Creston, their home white uniforms and red trim. And they're going to get warming up here, and we're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We're back with more pregame right after these.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit SWITA.com to schedule your ride.
WesternOutToday.com, powered by Nishna Nets. And just go to our website, go to live video, and it's on KS95 video here this evening. And, of course, here on the radio at 95.7 FM. Well, the Panthers looking to end a 3-game skid. They topped Red Oak on January 13th, 64-36. Then they fell short to Lewis Central, 51-40. And Shenandoah, 67-52. Shenandoah just 2 losses on the season. They're playing well, and they're led by Lene Green, and she has well over 300 points to lead the league for Shenandoah. Kemper topped Creston, 54-42 at Creston here on a Friday night. And they face Atlantic, a team that is playing quite well. They won 4 out of their last 5 games coming into this one. Last week they had a perfect week with a win over Red Oak and also a victory last week over Trainer. Ahead of that, you go back to the Christmas break, and
I got nothing to do with
they started off with a loss to Shenandoah on the 3rd, and then they won 4. They won 4 out of 6 games. In fact, 5 out of 7 games here after the Christmas break with that win over Trainer, and now 11-5 on the season coming at this one here tonight, Roger Warren. So, what do you expect to see here?
Well, Trojans are going to come out if they can take care of business early and play defense. I mean, they should be able to take care of it tonight. But you're on Creston's home court, and I'll tell you what, it's hard telling what goes on down here.
I know it. It's always exciting games here at Creston. We've seen a lot. We saw last year Colton Rasmus score 50 points in the boys' game. Yes, he did. So yeah, anything can happen. It was quite an exciting game where Rasmus scored 50 points, setting a school record. He's now at Simpson College, getting more and more minutes night in and night out. Had a chance to catch up with Atlantic Head girls coach Dan Vargas, and the Coaches Show brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Coach Vargason right after this.
Coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here at 95.7 FM Atlantic, and Creston getting set for Hawkeye 10 Conference girls basketball action here in just a little bit. And we're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason, the coach coming off a big win last Thursday night against a Trainer. Talk about that win.
Well, that was huge. We've had a lot of games where we've had tight games with good teams, and we've come out on the wrong side of it. You think about the Shenandoah game, we lost by a couple in a dogfight. We lost to Pella, same situation. Lewis Central. Those games have gone to the other team in those big games against high-quality teams, and this time it went the other way. And it's credit to our girls. They kept their composure. We only turned the ball over, I think, twice in the second half or fourth quarter for sure. And we turned Trainer over, and they made some mistakes down the stretch, and we took advantage of that. So our girls have started to figure out how to win in those clutch situations, made big plays, and we shot much better from the three-point line. We've been talking about our outside game has to get going. We have to have big plays, and Zoe Kirchhoff went 4 for 5 from the three-point line. Peyton Harder really took over in the third and fourth quarter in the paint, and Katrina Williams was in foul trouble. And she just dominated, and then Peyton McLaren made some big shots when they decided not to guard her, and she scored 4 or 5 straight to really make them defend her. So that was a a lot of players stepping up and doing big things when we needed it. And, everybody did. Those are just three I'm highlighting, but a lot of girls did a lot of really good things to knock off Trainer, and they're a really solid team.
22-21 at halftime, and you talked about the second half. What was the deal with Peyton Harder? I mean, she had 6 points in that first half and 17 in the second. What was working there?
Well, the first half, we were content shooting the perimeter shots, and then we just told them in the second half, drive, and when they come to help, dump it off. And we told Peyton she had to hold her seal. There's just times where we would drive, and her man would step, and someone else would rotate, and she wouldn't seal him. So we said, hold the seal. Find somebody and hold position so we can dump it to you. The guards aren't as comfortable dumping the ball off if they don't see that. And she was calling for ball, and she was finding people and moving them and then demanding the ball. That was the biggest difference. She wanted the ball. It wasn't just standing there hoping. It was, give me the ball. She was finding space, creating space, and being aggressive, and we made it a point to get the ball inside, and she just took over the game, and that was the most confident I've seen her play, and when she plays like that, no one can guard her, and that was fantastic.
Hey, Zoe Kirchhoff got hot in Thursday night as well, and she had 4 3-point shots, and Schrader with 3.
Yeah, and again, these are shots we know they can make, and it was just a matter of getting them going. And again, when Peyton's going inside, it's hard to defend us on the perimeter because you have to help in, and that's exactly what happened, and they weren't all just wide open threes. They were moving. They were coming off screens. They were off of inbounds. Some were contested. So it was good to see that. And Zoe's coming back from that ankle injury earlier this semester. She's starting to move a lot better. She was also driving in on the zone, and that was a big reason they had to respect her drive. And then she was able to hit the three as well, and it made her really hard to defend. And I was really happy with the way that she was shooting and scoring at the rim. She knocked down some free throws down the stretch as well. And then she was comfortable breaking their pressure. So when the ball was in her hands, she was able to handle the press really well and made really good decisions. They pressed us almost the whole game, and we only had 12 turnovers. So I was really happy with the way that we played in that regard.
Talk about Creston on Monday, a team they've already faced, already beaten. Talk about the second time around.
Well, they're playing really good basketball. They've been hanging around with everybody. Playing into the fourth quarter, they're not the same team they were earlier in the season. They knocked off Clarenda earlier this semester, and they've really started to figure it out. Coach Neubauer's got them playing good ball, so we've got to make sure we're ready. They're scoring much more effectively, and I think that was their biggest issue first semester. They were playing good basketball. The ball just wasn't falling for them. So we've got to make sure that we clean up defensively. We gave them a lot of high post looks. We overcommitted and gave them threes, and they started to knock it down. And we got a little bit nervous and turned the ball over and gave them some extra looks. Our pressure wasn't very effective and didn't turn it over the other way. So we lost the turnover battle, and then they shot the ball better than we did. So when we go down there, we've got to take care of the ball. We've got to knock down shots, and we've got to defend much better.
Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas joining us here on the McAtee Tire Coaches Show. We're back with the starters and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nishtanet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Southwest. Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic IB, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor. On behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading our surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
He's back out of the floor, warming up, and we're getting close to starting lineups. And the opening tip-off brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. And our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire, a McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. Big thanks to Greg Franken and the staff at McAtee Tire. And our scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields from the word go. John Becker, Mark Ben Tiger, Gary Dinkwa, and Nick Knutson. On our stream brought to you by Nishtanet. The video stream is powered by Nishtanet. Well, we're getting that time of year, Roger Warren, and it won't be long.
Winding her down.
It's winding down, and the postseason will be upon us, and postseason wrestling upon us. I know the state qualifying meet for the girls on Friday. We're going to get to find out about regional duels also coming up. We'll have Atlantic will be in the regional duels. We don't know where, but we'll have that broadcast a week from tomorrow night, February 4th, wherever they may be. We'll have that broadcast as well in that regional duel coming up. They won the John Harris Wrestling Tournament, John J. Harris Wrestling Tournament on Saturday. They've won the Roland Dyer Tournament, and now they're going to head to Denison Schleswig on Saturday. And we'll see how they come out in that Hawkeye Town. It's going to be a battle.
Right.
You've got to look at Lewis Central as one of the favorites, and I think Coach Duff would say that. But they beat Atlantic by 1 back in Atlantic in a duel.
Yeah, it just depends on who gets upset early or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's those bonus points from all those other guys that help out that whole situation.
Chris Varney and Cody Weaver will have all the coverage Saturday from the Hawkeye 10 Conference wrestling meet in Denison. It'll also be on live video as well, so you can watch it and hear reports and live coverage of the finals coming up on Saturday afternoon right here at 95.7 FM. Coach Farguson has got his team around him right now and scratching out last-second plays on his board there. And Coach Neubauer of the Creston Panthers also with final instructions for his team. Assistant coach are Bryant McCabe and Scott Wagner for Coach Neubauer and the Creston Panthers. In for Atlantic, Coach Vargas, assisted by Coach Matt Best, Shelby McCready, and Katie Christensen, the coaches for the Trojans.
I think McCabe's got some Atlantic ties.
Well, he does.
His mom.
Well, Lynn Keene, his wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you mean Mike? It's Mike McCabe.
Yeah. Mike McCabe, Lynn, from Atlantic.
You bet.
And Mike, of course, longtime softball coach, tremendous coach, now retired. I had a chance to visit with him just a little bit here.
Okay.
And I think life is good. I tell him he doesn't look any older than he did when he retired years ago. But, yeah. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups here this evening. And we'll start off with the Trojans, the visitors here this evening. They'll start to McKenna Schrader at a guard. McKenna having a great year, averaging 11 points a game. Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5 junior, will be at a shooting guard and the point guard also. She'll play back and forth, average 7 points a game. Her and Schrader do take turns bringing that ball down the floor. Lila Wienerstein, a 5'6 junior. Lila averaging right at 6 points a game or just under. And Peyton Harder leads the team in scoring at 16.69 points a game. She leads Hawkeye 10 Conference in field goal percentage at 64%. Outstanding there.
Yeah.
And a lot of those are close range shots, but she can step back and hit the three. Let's take a look at Creston. Cadley Bailey, a 5'7 junior, and Cadley having a tremendous year, second in the league in scoring with 288 points. She's averaging 19 a game coming in. Holland Reek, a 5'7 junior, will be at that point guard for the Panthers, averaging just over 6.5 a game. Ella Turner, a 5'6 junior, and starting for the Panthers as well. And Ella is averaging right 7.33 a game. She's 5'6 junior. Brent Hussey, a 5'8 junior, gets a start for the Panthers as well. And Addison Morrison, a 5'6 senior. We're going to have our national anthem. We'll keep it right here for that. All right, Atlantic and Creston getting set to go. Our opening tip-off is brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank.
Business is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Creston. Here we go. Atlantic moving left to right. The Panthers right to left, and Harder controls the tip against Cadley Bailey, and the Trojans have first possession. As Schrader has the ball stripped away by Bailey. Coast to coast layup up and good. Panthers score first. Bailey with the steal. And the Panthers take a 2-0 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic in the front. They'll bounce the ball left baseline to Peyton Harder. Looks inside, nothing there. Zone defense by Creston. 2-1-2 zone with the Panthers coming out. They'll direct the pass left side of Wiedersteen, high post to Williams. One bounce, baseline Harder, open. Nope, didn't take it. Back out top. Here goes Kirchhoff down the paint. Kicks it right side to Schrader. She'll launch for the baseline. No good, too deep. And the rebound, Holland Rink for Creston, dribbled off her knee. It's going to be a turnover, Panthers. Wiedersteen runs it down for Atlantic, and the Trojans will bring it to the front court. So the Panthers set up in a 2-3 zone. Wiedersteen left wing handles the ball, bounce pass baseline to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff skip pass to Schrader, high and right. Schrader drives, dumps it low. Williams puts it off the glass, no good. Williams rebounds the ball, gets it back out top to Wiedersteen. To Harder, high post, now to Schrader. She'll swing it left. Kirchhoff with the ball. The defense shifts for the Panthers. Williams from the top of the circle. God!
Good ball movement.
Atlantic ties it at 2-2 on the Seed Pros. Yeah, right back to free throw line.
Yep.
And Williams
when she gets those, she's got to hit them. Those are a good shot.
Williams with a nice stroke gets it in, averaging 9.5 a game for Atlantic. In the front court, Tussey, give it a go, layup up and no good. A good look. And they try to get the ball inside to Morrison. And she missed the shot. Wiedersteen rebound. And turned it over.
It's going to be, came down.
Yeah, Creston's basketball. They're going to throw it in for the baseline right side. Just on the way here in Creston. We're tied at 2. Holland Reek will throw it in. And poked back out of bounds by Schrader. Jump on the passing routes. On to Tussey. Now Cadley Bailey will throw it in for the Panthers. They line up in a box. Tussey with it back out top to Reek. Holland Reek finds a seam, slithers in. Short runner up, no good. And Peyton Harder snags the rebound for Atlantic. Harder with 181 rebounds coming in. That's second best in the conference. Atlantic in the front court. Back out top, Schrader. Schrader back left side of Wiedersteen. Bounce pass to Schrader. Good defense by Creston, Roger Warren.
Well, they're clogging up the middle, but just keep the ball moving.
They'll get it down inside to Harder. Back out to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the drive. Runner up, and it is no good. Rebound ricochets right in the hands of Morrison. Out to Reek. Right baseline, Cadley Bailey. Dribble drive.
Trapper,
nice
there you go.
Job, defense, Roger Warren. They double team to the baseline. And we're going to have a turnover. Atlantic. Schrader knocked the ball out of bounds on the baseline drive. So Creston will throw it in. 5:29 on the clock here in the first quarter. Just 4 points scored here combined. 2-2 game. Rink will throw it in for the baseline, left side. Kicks it way out top to Tussey. Almost a steal by Wiederstein. Tussey down baseline. Rink, short J, no good. Rebound Harder and lost the handle. Williams comes up with it. It's stripped away by Ella Turner. She'll put it up, no good. And the rebound right in the hands of Kirchhoff. Here comes
That's a battle for the rebound, folks.
Kirchhoff the front, swings it left to Schrader. 5:08 to play, first quarter. Pass high and right. Kirchhoff looked to the triple. Now she pulled it down. One bounce to Wiederstein. Left side pass to Schrader. Schrader holds the ball high and left out top to line of Wiederstein. On this side, Harder can't get the pass. Another turnover at Atlantic, and that's one thing that was really effective for the Trojans. They just had a half dozen turnovers against Trainer Thursday night, and they've got several here already to start the game tonight. 4:49 to play, first quarter. Here's Tussey, turns, shoots from the high post, got it. Bryn Tussey with the 2. Panthers up 4-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Tussey with 2, Bailey with a pair. Atlantic in the front, Schrader launches the 3, no good off the heel. Williams rebound, putback is good.
Way to stay in there and battle.
Katrina Williams with the
cleaning up that stuff.
Yeah, and she had an offhand layup for the bucket for Atlantic. We're tied at 4. 4:19 to go. First quarter, Bailey for 3, missed the shot. Rebound Schrader for Atlantic. She'll bring it to the front court. In that zone defense put on by the Panthers, a 2-3 zone. Schrader wings it over left side to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff baseline to Schrader. Williams posts up on the low side. A high post to Harder. A set shot. Good.
That's like shooting a free throw.
Exactly what she did. Atlantic takes their first lead of the game here early with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. 6-4 Trojans, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Bailey, left baseline, high post, Ella Turner. She'll push it up, no good. Rebound, Williams for Atlantic. Kick, Wiederstein gives Kirchhoff top of the circle. She'll swing it left to Wiederstein. 3:35 to go first quarter, 6-4 Atlantic. And the ball, a skip pass is knocked out by Hadley Bailey. And I'll tell you, she's active out top.
Oh, absolutely. So you throw those skip passes, you better get some zip on it and get it over the top in a hurry because there's time for people to get to it.
And checking in for the Panthers is Braley McCorney. Atlantic with the ball, top of the circle. Kirchhoff with it, swings it left, Schrader. They've kept Schrader at bay so far in this first quarter. Inside to Williams, give and go to Harder, layup up, and it's good!
Nice play.
Atlantic doubles the score, 8-4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Harder with 4, Williams 4. They're getting the inside shot. 3:10 to go, first quarter. Panthers with it, dumps it low. One dribble, Cadley Bailey back out top. Here's Reek for 3, a high arcer, missed the shot. Wiederstein rebound, and foul called on Bailey. Good look by Holland Reek. Just off the front iron, then a foul on the rebound. Atlantic will take the ball out of bounds, left side of the basket. And Creston, no pressure, full court. He's set up that.
They're going to go back and play defense.
He is set up that 2-3 half court zone defense. Atlantic with the ball in the front. Wiederstein, top of the circle. Bounce pass low to Williams. She'll turn and throws it away. Reek with a steal. Pass ahead to Bailey. She'll lay it up, and it is. No, she traveled. It was close, but the official got her.
Yeah. She needed to put it down once.
2:46 to go first quarter. Peyton McLaren, the sophomore, off the bench, and Wiederstein comes out. 2:46 to go. McLaren will throw it into Kirchhoff. Atlantic sets up against that 2-3 zone defense. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Turns, gives, bounce pass. Schrader. Now baseline to Kirchhoff. Head fake. Good coverage by McCorney. Back out top to Peyton McLaren, the sophomore on the drive. Baseline. Back to Schrader. She'll launch the 3. No good. Rebound. McLaren put back. No good. Harder with the board.
And the board and the foul.
And she draws the foul.
I tell you what, if you're a three-point shooter and you get an open shot, you've got to be shooting it.
So Atlantic.
I mean, I understand moving it around, but you got to have a confidence in yourself.
Excuse me, Roger. Atlantic on 8-0 run here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And make it a 9-0 run. Harder with the free throw. She has 7 points for Atlantic. Trojans up 11-4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Panthers basketball in the front. Down inside, and that pass a little too hard right through McCorney's
Tell you what, she had the right idea, though.
But McCorney was open.
Yeah.
Wide open on the left side of the basket. Atlantic with the ball up 11-4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. A little bit of a slow start, but now they have a 9-0 run here in this first quarter. Kirchhoff high and left, inside to Harder, and slapped away. Now the Turner with a steal. Kick ahead to Bailey for Creston. Loops it down low to McCorney. She'll find a seam short. Jade, no. Harder rebound.
I think she got a piece of that when it went up.
She did too, and LeClaire will bring it ahead to Kirchhoff. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic will slow it down up 11-4. Kirchhoff right side of Schrader. She's open for that three. Didn't take it, and we got a kick. Fortunately for Atlantic, and the Trojan will inbounds the near sideline.
Yeah, that's when you got to take one dribble and get closer so you can get that ball around there. I mean, the right idea, but there's too much reaction time that far out.
Schrader's been open, though, and we'll see if she takes this one. It's a three ball. It's a high arcer. No good. Tussey rebound, kick to Holland Reek. Reek pulls up inside the block, and Harder with the steal. Reek trying to go low to Cadley. Bailey and Harder with the steal for Atlantic. She came in with 42 steals. That was 11th best in the conference. Pass though to Williams. Layup.
Nice job. Maybe a little more arch on the pass in there, but she caught it and put her in.
Atlantic up 13-4. All these are inside scores, Roger.
You bet.
Panthers in a hurry. Turner down low to McCorney. Layup no good. Foul call to McLaren. That's just the first foul in Atlantic here in the first quarter with 62 seconds to go in the quarter. When you look
going to shoot a couple.
Lila Wiederstein actually 10th in the Hawkeye 10 with 43 steals, and Harder with that steal now with 43. McCorney will shoot, and the first of two up, and it's no good off the front iron. Riley McCorney, 5'9" junior off the bench. Jensen Tussey also comes in for the Panthers. McCorney's second free throw is in flight, and it's good. So McCorney breaks the scoring drought for the Panthers. Atlantic up 13-5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're under a minute to go. First quarter. Kirchhoff top of the circle. Bounce pass to Schrader high and right. Schrader back baseline to Kirchhoff. Couple of bounces. Pulls up. Double team. Trap. Whistle. Jump. Arrow. Creston. Trojans probably, Coach Vargas and probably want to see that ball whip around that perimeter a little bit.
Get some movement around. You know, that's one of the things when you work on a zone. You got to move the basketball and get that zone working so it opens up avenues.
Bailey with it back to Jensen Tussey. Back to Bailey, give it a go across the timeline. Creston breaks the full court press. Bailey back out to Tussey. Free throw line shot, no. And the rebound run down by Kirchhoff for Atlantic. Half a minute to go, first quarter. Atlantic with a 13-5 lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The Trojans going to go for last shot here with the 19-18 to go on the shot clock and the game clock. So as Creston led early 4-2. Atlantic tied at 4 and then never trailed after that. Atlantic went on a 9-0 run in this first quarter. 4 seconds. Williams shot and a foul called by Ella Turner with 2 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Williams will be at the free throw line for Atlantic.
I guess I'd have to agree with the fans. I think she got a block on that one.
So Williams will shoot 2. First one is up in the air, and it's good. Boy, quiet crowd, huh?
Yeah.
Very respectful for her shot. Williams.
Well, you expect the home crowd to be yelling and screaming.
Williams a 59% free throw shooter, and the second free throw is off the back iron. Rebound Tussey. Steal by Kirchhoff. He can't get a shot away. And we are through one quarter of play. Atlantic leading Creston 14-4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We'll be back right after these.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LPL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LPL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
To a 4-2 lead, but Atlantic tied it at 4 and then went off on a 9-0 run. They lead here. 13-5 at the end of one quarter. Have the basketball to start the second. Kirkhoff top of the circle. Down low and throws it away. Turnover the steal. Pass ahead to Cadley Bailey. She'll lay it up and in. And the Panthers make it a 13-7 game. Atlantic with a lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schrader top of the circle. Stops. Step back three off the glass. No rebound. Tussey. Baseball pass ahead to Cadley Bailey. She'll swing around and lay it up and no good. A battle for the rebound. Tussey gets the board for Creston. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound Schrader. Here comes Atlantic to the front court. Holland Reek has an arm, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
She fired a baseball pass. Atlantic throws it away again. And then Schrader fouls Holland Reek. 7:16 to go, first half.
Schrader had the right idea, but that's a lob pass in there. That's not a straight-on pass. That's a lob pass, and lay it right there by the bucket. All she's got to do is seal her and let the ball come down, and then all she's got is a layup.
Coach Vargas wants to talk about it as well. We're back in a half a minute.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness?
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
And live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Panthers with the basketball after Coach Vargas' timeout. Bailey in the backcourt. Over to Ella Turner. She'll break the half-court line for the Panthers. Lobs it baseline to Holland Reek. Reek will dribble it back out top of the circle. Leads it off near side to Jensen Tussey. Back inside to Reek. Now she'll step back three. It is no good. Rebound Tussey. She'll fire one for the baseline, no good, and Wiederstein snags the board for Atlantic. We've got an official's timeout.
Ooh, she's cramping?
Yeah, looks like Ella Turner. That's probably what it is. So she's going to limp to the sideline. And Addison Morrison, the start of the game, will just check back in. Atlantic with the basketball in the front court. Kirkhoff left side to Wiederstein. Wiederstein, baseline, Kirkhoff back to Schrader, top of the circle for Atlantic. Wiederstein, baseline drive.
Oh, keep going.
Inside to Williams, shot, no good. Rebound, ripped out by Tussey. Kick off to Reek. Reek on the run. She'll take it down inside, lays it up and in, no good. Ball knocked out by the Panthers. Atlantic gets the ball.
Nope. Wiederstein hit it out.
Okay, boy. So it's going to be Creston's ball out of bounds. Thought for sure those two Panthers.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, but I think she got her hand in between them.
There we go. Official's right there, closer than me. Baseline Reek. Out top to Cadley Bailey for three, and she knocked it down. A big triple. And now the Panthers within three, 13-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Bailey averaging 19 a game coming in, second in the league in scoring. Atlantic in the front court with the basketball. Lene Green for Shenandoah leads the league in scoring. Pass down low to Williams. He knocked it away.
Couldn't handle it.
Tussey with the basketball. She's played a good defensive first half. There's a pass baseline. Morrison. Addison Morrison holding the ball. Kick out to Tussey. She'll fire a deep three. No good.
Good box.
Rebound Williams on the block out. Kick off to Kirkhoff. Atlantic to the front court with 5.5 to go first half. Trojans up 14-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Missed the shot. Rebound Reek. Holland Reek and head to Hart with a steal for Atlantic. Here come the Trojans. Peyton Harder high and right. And she almost threw it away. Out top to Kirchhoff. 5:10 to go, second quarter. Atlantic with the basketball. Over to Wiederstein. She'll handle the ball out inside to Schrader and still
didn't quite go out.
Panthers with it. Bailey, top of the circle. Spinning, shooting, missing. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. Peyton Harder with the board.
I think Creston's idea is I'm going to take the ball to the hole.
Every time.
Every time.
Harder also has a school record in rebounding for Atlantic. Kirchhoff high post to Harder. Wiederstein right wing. Back out top to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff, bounce pass Wiederstein. Baseline to Williams. Back to Wiederstein at the top. Over to Kirchhoff. Atlantic trying to get that defense to shift and get open shot. Into Harder. She'll turn, shoot, miss. But a foul call to the Panthers. Harder will shoot two.
Well, they got it right down to the two seconds left on the shot clock.
4:20 left first half. Atlantic up 14-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Peyton Harder will shoot a pair. First one ends in the air, and it's good. Harder 2 for 2 from the line with 8 points for Atlantic. Williams has 7 for the Trojans. Second free throw coming up for Peyton Harder. It's up, and it is good. Boy, she made them both. 3 for 3 at the line. 9 points for Harder. Atlantic up 16-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Creston at the front court in a hurry. Tussey baseline stops and pops. Good! Brent Tussey with 4. 16-12. Atlantic's lead is cut to 4. 4 minutes left, second quarter. Wiederstein bounce past Williams, left baseline. Back to Wiederstein. Swings it to top. Kirchhoff, high post to Harder. Harder back left side of Wiederstein. Skip pass down baseline of McLaren. Back to Kirchhoff for 3. No good. Tussey rebound for Creston. To Reek. Ahead to Bailey. She'll swing it in, and it is no good. And the rebound and the scramble. Bailey comes out with it. Here's Reek, a deep 3. Missed the shot. And Peyton McLaren, the sophomore, snags the board for Atlantic. 3:27 to play, second quarter. 16-12 Trojans of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff left wing, baseline of Williams, inside to Harder, knocked away. Reek with the steal. Tussey back to Reek, and she'll bring it across the half-court line. Preston down by 4. Morrison, left baseline to Cadley. Bailey holds the ball, guarded by Harder. Skip pass is knocked away by Harder, picked up by Kirchhoff. Here comes Atlantic again. Trojans front court. Top of the circle, Kirchhoff. Bounce pass, Wiederstein left wing. Under 3 to go in the second quarter. Out top to Peyton McLaren. Right side of Kirchhoff, inside of Harder. Williams from the free throw line, now down inside of Wiederstein. She'll turn, shoot, good!
Nope. Her step through, she traveled.
So a travel call to the Trojans.
Yep.
A nifty move by Wiederstein, but wasn't legal, right? I mean,
no.
Too many steps. Atlantic with a full court press on the Panthers. Holland Reek. Tussey. Ella Turner with it. Back to Cadley Bailey. She'll clear the half-court line. Back to Reek. 2.5 to go, second quarter. Holland Reek. Morrison, top of the circle.
Trojans in a man right now. Nope, I guess zone. They were just matched up.
And it's knocked away by McLaren, picked up by Schrader. Pass ahead to Kirchhoff, too deep, out of bounds, turnover Atlantic. Creston will have the ball back right to left. 16-12 Trojans. They led 13-5 after one quarter. Allen Reek with the basketball. All the scoring coming from Williams and Harder. Reek down low. Morrison layup good. 16-14. Panthers putting together a run of their own. Morrison with her first 2. 2-point lead for Atlantic, the Seed Pros school, but under 2 to play. Here in this first half. McLaren high post to Harder, whips over to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff holds the ball now into Harder. Harder needs to turn and shoot.
Take the ball in the hole.
Back to Schrader for 3. Can't get it to go.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Yeah, Payton's probably given up a few shots there from that block. Yeah, here's the throw-in. Cadley Bailey. Pass ahead to Tussey. 2-on-1 break. Tussey down low to Morrison. Morrison covered by Schrader. Back out top. Ella Turner with it to Holland Reek. $1:30 to go first half. And the ball thrown away. Turnover Creston. Trojans get a break there, and they'll throw it in from the near sideline with 1:27 to go in the first half. Kirchhoff will dribble across the timeline for Atlantic. Pass left side, Schrader. Looked at the three, driving, runner up, it's no good. Williams rebound to Harder, short J, good. Williams got the ball low.
Nice
block.
rebound, yeah.
Atlantic up 18-14 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Panthers
Turnover.
throw it away.
Yep.
McLaren with the ball. Pass left wing to Schrader. Back out top to Peyton McLaren. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Harder. Schrader left side. Drives. Runner up. It is no good. Harder rebound. Put back good.
Yep.
Harder with 13 for Atlantic.
Cleaning up the garbage.
2014. Trojans back to a 6-point lead.
Step.
Ella Turner to Tussey. Over to Holland Reek, and we've got a double dribble called on the Panthers. Second straight turnover by Creston.
Yeah.
Atlantic up by 6, 2014 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Off the bench, Picorni for Creston, and Addison Morrison will come out. Atlantic has the basketball.
See if Coach Vargason wants to take this down to the 4-second mark before they shoot it.
There was 39 seconds on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. And they're going to take one shot here. Kirchhoff dribbles on that Creston emblem in the middle of the court here. We're down to 26 on the shot clock. Atlantic led 13-5 after one quarter. They went on a 9-0 run in that first quarter. And Creston tightened up the lead. They came within 2, 16-14 this stanza. 13 the shot clock, 9 on the shot clock. Right side to Schrader, 6 on the shot clock. Now 5. Schrader, high post to Harder. Left side to Kirchhoff. Driving, a runner at the buzzer, no good. Rebound. Williams put back, no good.
She got the foul
on Turner. Boy, Williams had a good first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially rebounding, but they shot it at the right time. She's there to clean up. Didn't leave much time on the shot clock.
Williams, first of 2 free throws, spun up and in.
Got it.
Williams 2 for 3 from the line for Atlantic. Trojans now 21-14, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Their largest lead was 13-4 in that first quarter. Second free throw in flight and good. Made them both. 3 for 4, Williams from the line. Atlantic up 21-14. Panthers with the basketball. And Holland Reek from half court fires a long one, no good.
It was close.
It was close.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good wick.
22-14 Atlantic with the lead here at the halftime break. And we'll be back with the first half scoring right after this from our halftime sponsor, Olson BP and Olson's Fuel, the keep you going company in Atlantic.
Solution to save money.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
Welcome back to Creston. Tom Robinson with Roger Warren. 22-14 Atlantic with the lead. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. Recap, it was Creston leading 2-0. Atlantic tied at 2. Panthers took a 4-2 lead. Atlantic tied it at 4. Then the Trojans took their first lead of the game and never looked back after that. Led 6-4, went on a 9-0 run. At one point led 13-4 and 13-5 after one quarter play. And they lead 22-14 here. They had to end that first half on a 6-0 run to pick up this lead. All the scoring, Roger Warren, has come from inside. Peyton Harder with 13 for the Trojans. Katrina Williams, a 5'11 junior. She has 9 points for Atlantic, and it's just all inside game. You wait in the second half.
We haven't seen any perimeter shots. Most of them are coming from underneath, which is fine.
Any way you can get them.
Well, I'll tell you what. You take the perimeter shot. If you're there for a rebound, you pick up the garbage and put it in.
For Creston, Cadley Bailey, who averages 19 a game in the first half, she picked up 7 points. She does have a 3-point shot. Bryn Tussey with 4. She had a good first half defensively and rebounding for the Panthers. Addison Morrison with 2. And Braley Picorni 1 for 2 from the line for the Panthers, 22-14 here at the halftime break. It's not that the Trojans haven't had some outside looks.
No, I mean, they're giving them the outside look. You've got Schrader and Kirchhoff, are both we know can hit threes. They just haven't found the bottom of the net yet.
They will eventually, and Cadley Bailey can also hit that three ball as well. And, coming in hard, it was fourth in points with 267. And Cadley Bailey, second in the conference, scoring with 288. And she's up to 295 right now. More than likely will get over that 300-point mark for the season. Bailey also leads the league in steals with 78. And Holland Reek of Creston leads the league in assists with 85. In the halftime, again, all the scoring coming inside for Atlantic. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We're back with more from Creston.
Producer, they're amazing.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great product from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
We're at halftime at 22-14. Atlantic with the lead. They had a 9-0 run in the first quarter, took a 13-4 advantage, and then a 6-0 run here in the second quarter to make it 22-14. And the lead is the Trojans here at halftime. Again, all the points coming inside. Peyton Harder leads the team with 13, and Katrina Williams with 9. Atlantic also at the free throw line. They are 6 of 7. Katrina Williams 3 of 4, and Harder 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Cadley Bailey leads Creston with 7. Brent Tossi has 4. Addison Morrison with a pair, and Braley Picorni with 1 for Creston here tonight as the Panthers come out here in the second half. The boys' game is coming up after this one. We'll have both these games right here on 95.7 FM on our live video stream, westernouttoday.com, powered by Nishnanet. McKenna Schrader entered the contest averaging 11 a game, and McKenna shooting about 30.2% at the three-point line and yet to hit one, but it's a law of averages, Roger.
It is. I'll tell you what, you always say that, let's say you're a 40% or a 35% three-point shooter, you got to keep shooting them, because sooner or later they're going to start to drop.
Absolutely, and Zoe Kirchhoff also starting to get her shooting rhythm going from deep, 34.7% from behind that three-point line. She's 17 of 49, averaging 7 points a game. Peyton Harder does not have to shoot the long one, but she can if she if she needs to.
She's got a good-looking three-point shot.
Really does. 8 of 22 of the year coming in, and about a 36% shooter from behind that arc. But she leads the league, leads the Hawkeye 10 in shooting percentage at 64.6%. She's 102 of 158. That's a lot of makes from inside for Harder. So far, Atlantic has played 6. Coach Neubauer of Creston has played 7. Off the bench has been McCorney and McCorney and Jensen Tussey have come off the bench for Coach Neubauer. Bailey, Reek, Turner, Brent Tussey, and Addison Morris, the starters for Creston. We're at halftime at 2:34 until we get started here in the second half. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, and your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. We're back after this.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for...
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Creston. Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warren. It's 22-14. Atlantic with the lead. Creston closed that gap in the second period. They came within 2 after trailing 13-5 at the end of one quarter. They came within 16-14. Then Atlantic ended that second quarter in a 6-0 run and leading 22-14 here at the break. Their largest lead was 9, 13-4 in that first quarter of play as the Panthers led 2-0 and then led 4-2. Atlantic tied it at 4-4 and then went on that 9-0 run here in the final count was 13-5. So outscored the Panthers midway through that first quarter 9-1. Coming out for Atlantic will be Katrina Williams, Peyton Harder, Zoe Kirchhoff, and McKenna Schrader and Lila Wiederstein for the Trojans. We'll check Coach Neubauer's starters. Looks like it's going to be the regulars. The start of the game, Holland Reek is going to come out. Also Tussey, Brent Tussey will be out. And Cadley Bailey and Ella Turner will be the fourth there. And Morrison, Addison Morrison. So all 5 starters come out for the Creston Panthers. And their home white uniforms with that red trim. Panthers are 5-10. They're coming in. Atlantic 11-5 here on the season. And the Trojans will have the basket, or excuse me, should be Creston's ball, Roger.
Yep, Creston ball.
Atlantic will come out, I think, of that hallmark 1-2-2 zone defense. We'll check it. And Addison Morrison will throw it in for the Panthers. Down 22-14 here as we start the third quarter. As Morrison will throw it in, Holland Reek, as they wait for a couple to sit down there in that front rows. And here we go. Good enough.
That's all right.
You betcha. Good to see those folks here. Here's a throw in. Here we go. Holland Reek brings it across the half-court line for the Panthers. Dribbling top of the circle is going to call out a play against that 1-2-2 zone defense. Morrison, high post, Tussey out top to Reek. Rick holds the ball, got it by Kirchhoff, now with a Bailey. She fires a Caitlin Clark 3. No good. Ball will angle out of bounds. Almost saved. In fact, it was saved by Ella Turner. Threw it in and
Williams wasn't ready for it.
So it's going to be Creston's ball. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So Holland Reek will throw it in for Creston. Just underway second half. Reek to Cadley Bailey. Back to Reek, right baseline. Back to Reek. Now Bailey drives inside. Good job to turn and layup is good. Good look. And the Panthers score first here in the second half. Atlantic 22-16. Trojans won this by 4 the first time they played. 51-47. Wiederstein takes the pass inside, lays
that
it up.
Had the right amount of arch on it. It got to her. Somewhat of a difficult pass, but it worked.
So the Trojans get some scoring from someone other than Williams and Harder. Wiederstein. And now
good hands. Good hands.
They try to go low on that pass did the Panthers, and Harder, like you mentioned, Roger, got the hand in there, knocked it away. Atlantic forced the turnover, has the ball back.
But don't stop.
McKenna Schrader high and right. Back near side of Wiederstein. Wiederstein bounced past Schrader and off of Bailey's foot. Atlantic will keep the ball.
I'll tell you what, if there's somebody's going to let you dribble between those two people, you're going to go right in the middle of the lane. And what's going to happen is they're going to have to pick you up, and you're going to bounce past to one of your big people. Just keep coming.
Atlantic with the basketball up 24-16, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kirchhoff back left side of Wiederstein for the Trojans. Backdoor Williams bottled up to Harder. Ball gets away, and they're going to say it went off of a knee of Panther.
They had the right idea, just couldn't handle it.
So Kirchhoff will throw it in, left side of the basket for Atlantic. 6:39 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 24-16, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kick out top, Wiederstein. Inside of Kirchhoff. Trap, ball stolen by Halvin Reek. Schrader gets it back, and we've got a jump ball. Good hustle by Reek and Wiederstein.
Oh, absolutely.
Lila will throw it in near side, 6:27 to go. Third quarter, Atlantic up by 8. 24-16. Wiederstein high and left, bounce pass baseline to Williams. Back to Wiederstein, to Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Kirchhoff holds the ball, swings it right to Schrader, baseline Williams. Inside to Harder, shot on the way. No, it's good. She got it.
You chunk it off the back of the iron.
Got the roll. Atlantic up 26-16. Their biggest advantage of 10 here in the ball game. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Score brought you for the Seed Pros. Reek dumps it low. Harder foul. Reek really aggressive on the dribble. She is really improved. She's a 5'7" junior, or senior rather, and really is playing a lot more aggressive.
She takes it at you.
Yeah. Started a year ago and just much more aggressive for the Panthers. Tussey left baseline. Pulls up, hook shot, no. And Turner rebound, slaps it back to Williams for Atlantic. Trojans possession. 5:48 to go, third quarter. Trojans up by 10. Kirchhoff, high post Harder over to Wiederstein, baseline to Williams.
Keep it moving, keep it moving. Don't let the ball stop.
Wiederstein holds the ball, now drives, kicks it left to Williams. Williams down to Wiederstein. Out top to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff holds the ball, now Wiederstein. She'll drive, cut off, inside Harder. Harder back right side of Schrader. She'll launch the deep three, and it is no good. Rebound pulled down by the Panthers, and we got a foul called, I believe, in Atlantic. 5:20 left, third quarter.
Yeah, Lila's weight just carried her right into it and bounced the gal out of bounds.
But Lila's just her first foul, so she's doing good.
Yeah.
She's so aggressive. Usually, lots of times have to head to the pines with fouls in the first half, and she's doing great. Here's Turner, stops, pops, no, rebound inside. Morrison, fall away Jay, can't get it. Williams there to grab the board for Atlantic. Kick, Kirchhoff, she'll dribble to the front. 4:59 to go, third quarter. Kirchhoff holds the ball, swings it right to Wiederstein. Wiederstein holds, now high post. Schrader, deep shot, good! Schrader with the two. Atlantic up by 12 to 28-16. So the Trojans getting some perimeter shooting now. Schrader with the long two.
Cut her up. There you go.
Turner out top. And we've got a whistle. Timeout, Coach Niebauer.
Yep.
With 4:37 to go, Atlantic opens up a 28-16 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Back in 60 seconds.
When it's time to think about trailers.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
The Trojans on a 6-0 run with the lead over Creston. Panthers have scored just 2 here in this second half. Atlantic front court, Creston front court, baseline, Turner. Give it a go inside. Schrader with a nice defense, almost got the steal.
No, she read the play, cut her off before she got there.
So the inbounds with the Panthers. It'll be Hollenreich to throw it in for Creston. 28-16 the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic. Bailey. Morrison. Back to Bailey, high and left. On the drive, crossover shot. No, Wiederstein with the block. Williams with the rebound. Atlantic gets the ball back, and they've held Bailey down.
Yeah.
She's averaging 19, just has 7.
She went in there a little out of control, and they weren't going to give her the foul.
Trojans have the ball in the front court. Harder. Kirchhoff on the drive, loops it low, and stolen by Tussey. Tussey with the steal. She'll take it down inside, lobs it up. Good. Tussey. 6 points for Tussey here in the ball game.
That's a pretty good looking shot.
Really is. Morrison with a pair. Ella Turner with a pair for the Panthers. Williams baseline. Inside Wiederstein. Give it a go to Harder. Harder back left side to Kirchhoff. She'll drive back to Harder. Harder left baseline will hold. 2 bounces, now 3. Back left side of Kirchhoff. 3:25 to go third quarter. Atlantic up 28-18. Schrader back to Peyton Harder, left side of Kirchhoff. She'll launch the 3, no good. Off the mark. Williams rebound, and it's knocked out by Tussey. Checking in is Picorni. Addison Morrison will come out for Creston. Kirchhoff will throw it in for Atlantic. Left side of the hoop. Out top to Schrader, baseline to Kirchhoff. She'll launch the triple. Good!
It's nice when a play works.
Kirchhoff, a deep 3 for the baseline, and a timeout called Atlantic. Biggest lead, 31-16. We'll be back in a minute.
People spend their life building wealth.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Coach Niemeyer calling a timeout. 31-18, Atlantic's biggest lead, 13 here in the game. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in the third. Trojans full court press. Hollenreich breaks the half-court line on the dribble, pulls up. Short runner, no good. Rebound, Wiederstein for Atlantic. Under 3 to go here in the third. Atlantic's basketball with Kirchhoff across the half-court line. Works it right side of Schrader. Schrader back high post to Wiederstein. Wiederstein turns, shoots from 15 off the glass. Good!
Did she call it?
I don't think she called it.
I know her dad's watching, so he'd get a kick out of it.
28 for Atlantic. 33-18, Atlantic with the lead. Panthers can't get a shot to go in. Rebound of Williams. Here come the Trojans. Atlantic with a 33-18 lead. Wiederstein with 4 in the second half. 2:15 to go, third. Skip pass, Williams baseline right, give and go to Harder. Ball stripped away nicely by Turner. Pass ahead to Bailey. Bailey behind the arc, fires, no good. Rebound Hollenreich, her shot off the glass, no. Rebound Wiederstein for Atlantic on the drive to front court. Under 2 to go. Third quarter, Atlantic up 33-18. Schrader high and rights. She has 2 points in the game. Kirchhoff tried to skip past to Wiederstein. Foul called on Cadley Bailey.
Nope, other way around.
Wiederstein
run into her.
That pass just didn't have enough mustard on it. And Wiederstein had to go chase it and ran into Bailey. Here's Turner to throw it in. 1:44 to go, third quarter. 33-18 Atlantic with a lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Over to Ella Turner, baseline to Cadley Bailey. Beyond the arc, high post. Tussey give it a go. Turner inside. Nice. Steal by Harder. And the ball is loose out of bounds. Whose is it? It's Atlantic's. 1:28 to go here in the third. And Peyton McLaren will pop off the bench for Atlantic, and she'll be in for Wiederstein. Schrader, Harder, Williams, Peyton McLaren, and Kirchhoff. And Bryn Tussey gets a well-deserved rest for the Panthers. Picorni back in. Here comes the Trojans. Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Works the ball left wing to Schrader. Schrader holds the ball beyond the arc. Bounce pass baseline to Williams. Back to Schrader. She's open. She'll fire the three. No good off the back iron. Harder rebound for Atlantic. She loses the handle. McCorney with it. Ahead to Holland Reek. She'll take it to the rack. Lays it up and no good. A good look by Reek. Couldn't get it to go, and Morrison knocks it out of bounds for Creston. 1:01 to go, third quarter.
I tell you, Creston's very aggressive, and you just got to match that. Trojans just got to match it.
You know, Atlantic has that 33-18 lead right now, but it's not safe.
No, absolutely not.
With the way the Panthers are playing. Harder left wing. Peyton McLaren drives in. Layup is no good. Harder rebound. Putback is no good, and she's fouled.
Now that's what you ought to see out of Peyton. She went after that one.
That was an aggressive rebound.
Yes, it was.
And Peyton Harder back to the free throw line. She has 13 points. 15 points, excuse me.
Yep.
13 in the first half. 3 for 3 from the line. 33-18 Atlantic. 49 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Free throw up, and it's good. Hard about automatic, that free throw line.
I think she got a little motivation when that gal took that rebound away from her down there.
Harder shoots 83% from the line. Second free throw is coming up for the senior, and she dumps it in. Harder was 17, averaging 16 a game, and Atlantic up 35-18 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Panthers basketball, and they lost it out of bounds. Ella Turner runs into the scorer's bench. Trojans ball with 38 seconds to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 35-18. They've outscored the Panthers 13-4 here in this third quarter. Zoe Kirchhoff will take one last shot. We've got 28 in the shot clock. Just ahead of the game clock by a couple of seconds.
Yep, just like at the end of the first half.
Kirchhoff still dribbling the ball. Harder, when you talk about the free throws, one of the top free throw shooters. In fact, she in the league, and she's the top field goal shooters in the league at 64%. Peyton Harder, a leader. There's Schrader for three. Good! Schrader with a three-point shot as time runs out here in the third quarter. She has 5, and Atlantic opens up the 38.
I'll tell you what, I know why.
Lead.
You bet. Why she made that? You know why? Because the play was set up for her to shoot the darn thing. She knows, hey, she didn't have to hesitate. She was going to shoot it.
She had her feet set, and she buried the shot. We're back right after these.
Private, elegant retreat that offers us.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor. On behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading our surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Comprehensive tools and resources backed by personalized service and dynamic technology. My focus remains on helping you achieve your financial goals with integrity and care. Visit oakpointwealth.com or call me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521 to learn more.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Welcome back to Creston. Panthers have the ball to start the fourth quarter. A three-point shot by Morrison, and she's fouled by Schrader, so 3 shots for Morrison. Atlantic up 38-18, a 20-point lead. They led 22-14 at the half. Outscored the Panthers 16-4 in that third quarter. Free throw by Morrison is no good. Morrison with 2 points for Creston. Second free throw coming up. Morrison, 33% free throw shooter. She got that one. One more to go. 38-19 Atlantic. Free throw in flight. Good. 38-20 as Morrison goes to 2 for 3 at the free throw line. She has 4 points. Atlantic's ball with 7:45 to play and a 38-20 lead of the Seed Pros scoreboard. McLaren with it. High and left. High post. Schrader down low. Williams shot. No. Williams gets her own rebound. Gets out of traffic to McLaren. She'll back up behind the arc. A fresh 35 of the clock. Back out top to Kirchhoff. High post Harder and didn't handle the ball. Turner with it. Whips it ahead to Holland Reek high and left. Reek on the bounce. Guarded by Kirchhoff. Will get it back up top. No one in foul trouble for either team. Really hadn't been a lot of fouls called. It's been a well-officiated game.
Yep. They're playing physical, but not out of control.
Reek over to Bailey. Bailey averaging 19, has been held down tonight. Bounce pass, no look, pass low, and we're going to see it's off of Atlantic. Tussey trying to go low and a no look pass to Reek. 6:59 to go here in this fourth quarter. Boys game coming up next here on the 95.7 FM, our live video stream powered by Nish.net. Tussey, Bailey for Creston driving. She'll get one here. Good. Hanley Bailey with the bucket for the Panthers. 38-22. Creston scored 4 straight here in the fourth quarter, and Cadley Bailey now with 9 points for Creston. Atlantic possession front court. Williams right baseline. Out top to McLaren. To Kirchhoff and a steal by Bailey. She'll go coast to coast. Layup good. 6-0 run by the Panthers here in this fourth quarter. 38-24. Bailey starting to get her points. 11 for Cadley Bailey for Creston. 17 for Harder for Atlantic to lead all scores. Trojans possession front court. Back out top to Kirchhoff. She'll fire a deep three. Good! 2 of those for Kirchhoff tonight. 41-24 Atlantic with the lead. And a timeout is called, a 30-second break. And we'll take it with them. We're back right after this.
Fresh start at
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Welcome back to Creston. 6:08 to play. 41-24 Atlantic. Zoe Kirchhoff buries her second 3 of the game. She has 6.
That was huge.
Big shot.
Because they were coming back, adding to it. And
there was a 6-0 run.
6-0 run.
Here in this fourth quarter. Turner back out top for Creston. Now left side of Turner. She'll drive inside. Bounce pass to Morrison. Short J. No. And snagged by Williams. Out of traffic to Wiederstein. Clears it out to Kirchhoff, and she'll bring it across the timeline methodically. 5:44 to go in the game. She'll wing it right side. It took Wiederstein. Bounce pass back to Kirchhoff on the right baseline. Creston at 2-3 zone. A front Harder. Back to Schrader, top of the circle. 5.5 to go in the game. Left wing Wiederstein. She'll skip pass out to Kirchhoff, and Wiederstein does have a great arm.
Yeah.
And that one was too strong. Sailed overhead out of bounds. Creston gets the ball on the turnover.
I'll tell you what, with Creston not coming out to guard these gals, we probably should be doing the same thing we finished the 2 quarters with. Just taking it all the way down.
Panthers the front court. Tussey runner missed. Harder rebound for Atlantic. She'll wing it out of traffic to Kirchhoff. 5-11, 5-10. 5:09 to go in the game. Here comes Kirchhoff across the timeline for Atlantic. 41-24 Trojans on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Kirchhoff, right side is Schrader. Schrader skip pass into Harder, off her fingertips, out of bounds. One thing Coach Vargas is probably not going to be happy about is the turnovers in the game.
Those are unforced errors.
The inbounds to Bailey. Creston's had their share as well. Both defenses playing tough and aggressive. Bailey back over to Ella Turner, clears out the front court. Baseline Tussey, lose the ball. Tussey Reek rather runs it down. She'll attack the rim. Stops, pops, good. Reek is aggressive. Her first 2 of the game for the Panthers. 41-26 Trojans on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Under 4.5 to play in the game. Kirchhoff bounce pass Schrader right wing. Schrader skip pass to Harder. Left wing, now baseline to Wiederstein. Back to Harder. Left side of the key, skip past Schrader. She'll launch a deep 3, too strong. Harder rebound, put back good. Harder 19 points.
Right place, right time.
43-26 Atlantic of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Creston front court dribble, that's Reek, and a foul called on Atlantic. With 3:55 left here in this game. Boys game coming up next. We'll have the broadcast. Ella Turner will throw it in for the Panthers. Bounce pass into Reek. Here we go. Atlantic in a 1-2-2 zone. Reek top of the circle off the screen. Pulls up high and right for the Panthers. Now high post. Tussey. Baseline. Ella Turner. Turner off the screen. Out top to Reek. Holland Reek will wing it left. Morrison. High post Tussey. Head fake driving harder. Layup up and no good. And the rebound knocked in by Creston. Knocked out by Creston. Now they say it.
Yep.
Atlantic touched it. So Turner will throw it in. 3.5 to go. Reek will fire a deep 3 after the trigger. No good. Rebound Kirchhoff for Atlantic. 2-on-1 break. And Reek picked her pocket. Scramble for it. Nice sportsmanship by Holland Reek.
Hey, you're battling for the ball. It's just, that's the way you play it.
And she reached down and helped Kirchhoff right back up.
You bet.
3:22 to go. Atlantic with the basketball up 43-26 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. They'll pass. High post to Harder, left wing. Schrader. Schrader holds against that zone, now backs up. Near the 3-minute mark to go. Atlantic up 43-26. At this point, heading for a 12-5 record with St. Albert's on Friday night. Inside to Harder, layup no good. Williams swoops in to get the rebound and got a foul called on Cortina. Atlantic with 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter. Creston, no fouls. And no one in foul trouble.
No.
In fact, that's the first on Williams here in the game. She was in foul trouble against Trainer last Thursday.
It wasn't on Williams.
Yeah.
The Hawks.
Here's the throw in. Atlantic with it. And we've got a whistle. Timeout, Coach Vargason. Atlantic will have to re-trigger. Under 3 to go. Atlantic up 43-26. We'll take a 1-minute timeout.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Creston. Atlantic with a 43-26 lead with 2:47 to play. Trojans have possession. Kirchhoff backdoor to Harder. She'll lay it in.
That's the way that's done.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's the way that's done.
21 for Harder, 45-26 Atlantic, 19-point advantage. Led by 20 at one point. Panthers can't get a 3 at the other end. Turn a rebound underneath the basket, and a timeout called by Coach Niebauer.
Hey, he was going to get a 3-second count, if not.
2:26 to go. Hey, we'll pay our bills here. We're back in 30 seconds.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207.
Niemeyer had to call a timeout, about 3 seconds inside, and Panthers will trigger from the right side of the basket underneath. 2:26 to go, and Atlantic up comfortably 45-26. Panthers ball. Morrison for three, can't get it to drop. Rebound to Williams for Atlantic. She'll kick out to Kirchhoff, and the Trojans will try to milk the clock here and use every second off that shot clock. Wiederstein skip pass to Schrader. Open from the elbow. Fires. No good. Rims out, and the ball is loose. Kirchhoff rebounds for the Trojans, and a foul call on Turner. That's Turner's.
Yep. She had that in her fifth.
She knew it, too.
She knew it, too.
That's 2 on Creston, fourth quarter, but a limit as Turner limits out with 5 here. 1:59 to go. Atlantic's ball. Kirchhoff into Schrader. Full shot clock here, 35 and under a minute. 2 minutes to go here in the game. Atlantic trailed 4-2, tied it at 4, and never trailed after that. 13-5 at the first quarter break, 22-14 at halftime. 34-18 after 3. And they lead here, 45-26, 19-point lead. Trojans move the ball around the perimeter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Schrader, wide open. Williams layup is good. Schrader
that
to
was
Williams.
A great look.
Patience paid off, but they're also trying to milk the clock. Atlantic up 47-26, 21-point deficit. Atlantic won by 4 the last time. This shows.
Yep, a little bit better.
I think.
Hey, wholesale change here.
Yep. Atlantic with that brings some players off the bench. What's interesting, Roger, Atlantic had to hold Creston off, and Atlantic by 4.
Right.
And I thought Creston played more aggressive tonight, but yet the Trojans 21-point lead here with 1:12 to go. Atlantic's going to, I mean, they're going to be a tough out no matter who they play.
Right.
They got sent out on Friday night. Saitoff with the ball for Atlantic. Jillian.
Nice pass.
McLaren baseline drive, can't get it to go. McCorney rebound, a fight for it. And we've got a foul call, I believe, on Sontag. Was battling for the ball.
She won't get 5 in this game.
That's right. She got 56 seconds to do it. So the Panthers with the basketball as Kenny Strider's in for the first time, and she'll toss it. Coach Neibauer emptying his bench as well. Handing the ball out top is Kara Smith. 50 seconds to go here in this ball game. Atlantic with a 47-26 lead. Panthers work the ball out top. McCorney inside. Bottled up. Now left side drive by Tussey. They'll kick it out. Shot up. It's no good. Attempt board by Kara Smith. Atlantic with a basketball. 20 seconds to play. 47-26 Trojans. McLaren over to Addie Friend. Skip pass to Sontag. Set shot from the wing. No good. Rebound Piccone. 10 seconds to go. On the drive is Strider. Layup is good by Tussey. Jensen Tussey gets the bucket. 47-28.
There we are.
That is your final here at Creston tonight. Trojans 47. The Panthers 28. Post-game show coming up. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
I just want my patients to sit in my exam room and just feel comfortable telling me whatever they need to tell me.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
Second half, she had 8. Yep, that's 21 for Peyton Harder. McKenna Schrader from top to bottom with 5. She had a 3-point shot and a 2. Zoe Kirchhoff had 6. 2 3-pointers all in the second half. Lila Wiederstein, 4 points all in the second half for Atlantic. And Katrina Williams had a really good game rebounding, and she finished the game. She had 9 in the first half and 2 more in the second for 11. Atlantic, really all the points went inside early in the first half, but then the outside shooting came in the second.
Well, yeah, they drained 3 or 4 threes and just kind of broke it open.
Yeah.
And, played their standard defense and, just kept stretching it out.
47-28 Trojans with that win here. Cadley Bailey, who averages 19 a game for Creston, she ended up with 11 points to lead the Panthers. Holland Reek had a pair. Ella Turner had 2 points. 6 points for Brent Tussey, and she had a really good first half defensively for Creston. Addison Morrison finished the game with 4. And Braylee Picorni had 1 point here in the ball game. I believe, Jensen Tussey, she had 2. She came off the bench and scored a pair for Creston. 47-28, the final score here. Trojans win. They go to 12-5 on the year, and they'll face St. Albert, league-leading St. Albert, coming up on Friday night. And the Gilmore doubleheader will have that game and the boys game coming up on Friday night as well. Boys game coming up here is Atlantic and the Panthers warming up, and we'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken coming up next to the Coaches Show, brought to you by McAtee Tire.
They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here at 95.7 FM on our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by NishNet. We're joined by Atlantic head boys basketball coach Dalton Franken. Atlantic at Creston here this evening. We'll get started here in just a little bit. And Coach, Tuesday night Red Oak, and I've had several days to get ready for this one. Talk about some of the things you're working on to prepare for the Panthers here.
We need to focus on being the best we can be every possession, offensively and defensively. And the biggest thing we've been battling, and I think I said this after the game Tuesday, is consistency. We have to have consistent effort and execution from all 5 guys on the floor at all times. And so we've been working hard. They've responded really well. We've had a great 3 days of practice. So we've been really focusing on getting out of the gates, competing, attacking possessions right away at the beginning of practice. Just trying to do everything we can to quit getting out of the gates slowly in games, because we're digging ourselves 8 to 10 point holes in first quarter, or we're down double digits at halftime, and then it's just an uphill battle. So the Driscoll kid, either a sophomore point guard for them, and the Hoyt kid, their senior go-to guy, they killed us the first time we played them. I think they combined for like 35 or 37 of their points the first time we played them. So they're a 2-headed monster, and we got to do everything we can to slow them down, especially the Hoyt kid. We gotta keep him out of the paint, keep him from getting to his spots on his mid-range jumpers, and really pack driving lanes and force them to give up the basketball.
Coach, I know you mentioned consistency is another thing, and not only on game night but in practice. But it sounds like you mentioned you've had a good week of practice and getting that consistency, and we'll really see how that pays off.
I'm looking forward to seeing how we come out and compete right away from the jump. There's definitely been a increase in the intensity and competitiveness that our guys are bringing to practice, and that's what we need. The saying's been around forever: you practice how you play, and we kind of practice up and down, and that's how we play at times. So our practices have been more consistent, and they're a lot more. The intensity and competitiveness is where we need it to be. So as long as we continue to get that effort from our guys, and we will, they work their butts off. I ask a lot of them, and they don't back down or shy away from it. So they'll come out and compete, and we just got to execute and control the basketball, take care of the basketball, and control the glass, and make things tough on Hoyt and Driscoll, and we'll see what happens.
You know, Coach, last week against Red Oak, you did get some good shooting from Grant Patty. He came alive in that game, and Kenny Jewell, we know what he can do, and good to see Grant get in double digits. I think he had a season high.
Yeah, Grant and Kinnick had huge second halves for us. I think they combined for like 34 or 35 points in the second half. We scored 17 points as a team in the first half, and then 43 in the second half. So both of those guys came out and were aggressive for us, and were obviously a big part of us charging back and giving ourselves a chance there at the end. Everybody was making winning plays there in the second half, and I really thought Gavin McLaren played one of his best games of the season. Rebounded it well. Wasn't his highest scoring night of the season by any means, but that's the most under control and poised I've seen Gavin with the basketball. He was making the right reads, making the right plays, kicking out to teammates for whether it was an open shot or forcing a closeout and attacking off the closeout. So I was really pleased with Gavin's play Tuesday night as well. And I was talking to him in practice, and he's like, "Yeah, I just need to score more." And I'm like, "Well, you contributed to a lot of the scoring, even though it doesn't show up in the stat book. You're making the right reads. We get a good reversal and attack off that. That's team basketball." So I really thought Gavin played well. Obviously, Grant and Kinnick were huge for us in the second half. So we're looking forward to seeing how we come out and compete on Monday at Creston.
They certainly are, Coach. Hey, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
We'll be back with the starting lineups and the first Swinney Bank opening tip-off right after these on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
As busy as we all seem to be, no one has time for a breakdown. So here's the key. Pay attention to the early signs of transmission issues. If you notice problems, call 2nd Street Auto. Ignoring these symptoms can only lead to very costly repairs. Check engine light on, knocking, late to shift, stall, or slip. Save yourself the headache and money and get into 2nd Street Auto today. If you run into problems and can't get on the road, 2nd Street Auto is not going to let you down. If you're in the KSOM KS95 listing area, your tow is free. 2nd Street Auto in Atlanta, getting you back on the road and keeping you there. Welcome back to Creston. Tom Robinson alongside Atlantic head girls basketball coach Mr. Dan Vargason. Atlantic now 12-5, and Coach, a big win. Second half, you got some outside shooting. Your thoughts on the win?
Yeah, second half was much better. First half, we had way too many darn turnovers. I think we had 12. Second half, we only had 6, and then we couldn't hit anything in the first half. We weren't really looking. We were trying to force the ball in, and they did the same defense they did last time. It packed in 2-3 with a high middle girl and really frustrated us, and we were just kind of silly with our decision-making, and then we got a little bit frustrated, but thankfully our defense carried us tonight to keep us where we wanted to be, at least at halftime, until second half offense woke up a little bit more and shot the ball better and made much better decisions.
Talk about that adjustment. I know in the first half it was all inside, but then you did get Schrader had a 3, Kirchhoff had a couple of 3s. Talk about what you did different in the second half.
Well, at halftime, I just told them you have to make the perimeter shots. We didn't make an adjustment. We challenged our players to shoot the ball, stop turning the ball over. Sometimes it's that simple and just say make plays. We can't just give the ball to Peyton and Katrina every single night. We got to have other players step up and score. We showed that at Trainer, and they're able to do it. And tonight was one of those nights where we just said, you've got to make the shots, and you can, and they did.
28 points you allowed Creston defense. A lot of credit here, huh?
Yeah, and that's what last time we didn't feel very good about the way we defended. We gave them too many looks in the middle of our zone, so we decided to change up the way we defended. We didn't start in our press. They picked it apart last time, so we made some adjustments, took them out of some rhythm early, mixed it up, and then we just made some adjustments, put Peyton up in the center, and then just kept our wings on the outside with their guards on the outside. It just took away the drive and then challenged them to shoot. Their percentage is only about 20, so like if they're going to beat us by the 3 ball, so be it. And then we thought we could rebound the ball, and we absolutely did.
12th win of the year, Coach. What can you say about this team now as we head down the final stretch?
Well, we're feeling good, but we know St. Albert's coming Friday. They're number 1 in the state. Last time they took it to us, so our work's cut out for us, but at the same time, we're feeling really good about where we're at. So we're excited to have another opportunity at the number 1 team in the state. We're a lot better ball team than we were. They're going to be as well, but we're feeling good, and you got to play your best basketball at this time of year, and we feel like that's what we're doing. Tonight was another step. Last time we saw this team, we beat them by 4 at home. We go into their place and beat them by 20. So, and they credit to them. They kept it close in the first half, and they're a team that likes to make it interesting in the fourth quarter, and we found a way to keep them from doing that tonight. So that's a lot of credit to our players.
Well, congrats on their great win, Coach. 12-5 of the year. We'll see you Friday, Atlantic and St. Albert. Be a good one.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You bet. Dan Vargas, head coach for the Trojans. Another win for Atlantic. 12-5 now in the season with that victory here over the Creston Panthers. Well, get set for the boys' game here, Roger Warren. And I know Coach Frank had talked about the practice. Atlantic, of course, they didn't have a game Tuesday, Riddle. And then they've had all that time off now. And he said they've really had some good days of practice.
Well, that always helps. You get a little break in here. Just about to hit the home stretch. And, this is one that play solid. Don't turn the ball over. They didn't have, I'm drawing a blank here. The guard, Jewel. They didn't have Jewel the last time they played him. And we've seen a big difference with him on the court because you got somebody that handle the basketball.
Yeah.
And so it adds to it, and just take care of business and limit your turnovers.
Coming in the ball game, Red Driscoll averages 10.4 for the Panthers, but they're led by Jake Hoyt, the senior, averaging 19 points a game. Hoyt, a 6'3" senior, leads the team with 19. And then you've got Driscoll with 10. Everyone else with single digits coming in. For Atlantic, they're led by Gavin McLaren with 13 average, and Kennick Jewell 11 points. So kind of a similar situation, just a couple of guys in double figures. But really a big game for both these teams. Panthers come in at 6-7, Atlantic 2-11, and Trojans really hungry for a win, obviously, here tonight when they face the Creston Panthers. Hey, we're going to take a moment here. We'll take a minute timeout. We're back. We're getting close. No one has time for a breakdown. So here's the key. Pay attention to the early signs of transmission issues. If you notice problems, call 2nd Street.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank.
WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back to Creston. Tom Robinson, Roger Warren on our live stream powered by Nishnet, WesternIowaToday.com, KS95, and you'll get your live video stream. Atlantic 2-11 coming in, and Creston with a record of 6-7. Panthers won the first meeting between these two teams. Coach Franken meeting with his squad, last second instructions here. Bryce Schaefer, head coach for Creston. Chris Tibbles and Drew Dornack are the assistant coaches for the Panthers. They'll start Rhett Driscoll, 6'1" sophomore. Braden Schoen also getting a start for Creston. As I mentioned, Driscoll averaging 10 points a game coming in. We'll get the rest of these guys when introduced to Parker Varner. Atlantic's going to start their regulars here this evening. The visitors on the scoreboard. Hudson McLaren, a 6'1" junior, gets a start for Atlantic. Kinnick Jewell, a 5'9" senior. Shelton Moalia, a 6'4" junior. And Grant Petty, a 6'1" junior. Grant really had a good game against Red Oak offensively in that second half. He got on a roll at 15 points.
Yeah, well, he's one of those, being a sophomore, you've played enough games now. You're not a sophomore anymore. You're one of their scorers and need to step up.
And he did with 15 here last Tuesday against the Red Oak Tigers. For the Panthers, they'll start Rhett Driscoll, a 6'1" sophomore. Parker Varner, 6'3" senior. Jake Hoyt, a 6'3" senior. And Braden Schoen, a 6'3" senior. For the Panthers, Atlantic with Jewell, McLaren, Moalia, and Grant Petty. Now for the Creston Panthers. Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken, assisted by Nathan Block, Jeremy Blake, Zach Christensen, J.C. Hoig. Rhett Driscoll will be introduced right now, a 6'1" sophomore. Josh Schaefer, 6'1" senior. Again, Parker Varner, 6'3" senior. Jake Ward, a 6'3" senior. And Braden Schoen, a 6'3" senior. Opening tip-off brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank.
Business is your business, but there are times when you need someone to come alongside you. You need someone who knows you, who knows your plans, your goals, your dreams, someone who's on your side and who's there to help you get there. This is Ann from First Whitney Bank. Whether your business is running a business, farming, raising a family, or helping your kids move on to the business of their lives, we're here. It's your business, they're your dreams, and we're here to help you reach them. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
Live stream powered by Nishnet. Scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. And here we go. Moalia will jump it up against Jake Hoyts. 6'4" Moalia, 6'3" Hoyts. Creston right to left, Atlantic left to right. Here's the tip, and Hoyt controls it. And the Panthers with the basketball. Josh Schaefer brings it across. We're underway. Atlantic in a 1-2-2 zone to kick things off. Here's a 3-ball off the bat by Driscoll, and he buries it. Panthers up 3-0 right out of the gate. Driscoll high and right.
He didn't waste any time. Let's put it that way. Now's the time to do it.
Jewell off the screen. Delivers right side pass to Grant Petty. Back to Jewell, top of the circle. 2-3 zone by the Panthers. Baseline to Hudson McLaren on the bounce. Out top, Moalia. He'll take it inside, and a whistle and a foul call on the Panthers. Moalia attacking the rim and
good take to the bucket.
So Atlantic will throw it in. Hudson McLaren triggers left side of the basket. Panthers up 3-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard into Gavin McLaren. Works the baseline, drives inside. His shot up and good. Gavin McLaren just muscled that one up. Atlantic down by 1, 3-2. Schaefer in the front court. And he skip pass back out top. Driscoll, 3-ball on the way at the baseline, missed by Josh Schaefer. Rebound, Grant Petty, the sophomore. Kick out to Jewell. Here comes Atlantic to the front court. Jewell off the screen, dribbles to the baseline. Back out top to Gavin McLaren, over to Grant Petty. Petty swings it left, the ball's punched out of bounds by Jake Hoyt. Atlantic will get it, far sideline, right on the boundary, about the top of the circle extended. Under 7 to go in the first quarter. 3-2 Creston by 1 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And then getting Jewell with the ball top of the circle on the bounce. Creston now comes out in a man-to-man. Gab McLaren with the top of the circle over to Hudson McLaren. Hudson, Jewell. Guarded by Schaefer at the top. Over to Molia. Molia free throw line. Back to Gab McLaren. Trojans weave around to Grant Petty. He launched a 3 short. And the rebound ripped down by Jake Hoyt. Hoyt to the rim. Hoyt lays it in. Timeout. Dalton Franken as the Panthers up 5-2. Driscoll with a 3-ball. Hoyt with a 2. And McLaren with a layup for Atlantic. We're back right after this.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Down 3-2 or 5-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, and Jewell will bring it across the timeline left to right. He'll be picked up out to front by Schaefer. Jewell high and right. Spins down inside to Gab McLaren. A steal by the Panthers. Parker Bonner with it. Down inside. Ball loose. Picked up by Schoen to Hoyt. Hoyt driving inside. Lays it up and in. Boy, that guy, he's going to be tough to stop.
He can handle the basketball. Takes it strong.
7-2 Hoyt now with 4. And he's averaging double figures. Leads the team, averaging 19 a game. Jewell left side to Petty. Back out top to Gavin McLaren. Getting Jewell on the bounce. Over to Petty, left baseline. Petty back out to McLaren. 9 of the shot clock. Gavin with a drive along the baseline. Shot no, and he stepped out of bounds. Putting a defense inside by Schoen. Forced Gavin out. 5:25 to go first quarter. Panthers basketball up 7-2. Hoyt with 4. Driscoll with a 3-ball. Driscoll over right side to Parker Bonner. Near side to Schaefer. Back to Varner, top of the circle. Bounce pass baseline to Schoen. Hands it off to Schaefer. Hoyt inside Schoen. Shot no, travel.
Yep.
Jewell with some good defense there, giving up about 100 pounds.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But he's all district defensive back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, how big you are in stature. This guy had 2 years in a row, his first team all district defensive back. Lining in the front court. Terrell in. Open McLaren. Layup. No, he got the good feed from Hudson. Couldn't get it to drop. Here come the Panthers. Schaefer back out top. And into Schoen. Schoen left wing. Varner for 3. No. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic. 4:40 to play first. Atlantic with the basketball. McLaren top of the circle. Full shot clock for Atlantic here. Panthers in a man defense this trip. They switch back and forth. Hudson, McLaren high and right. Out top to Grant Petty. The sophomore spins to the block. Hit fake drive. Shot up and good.
Good patience. Good pivot.
7-4. Panthers lead cut to 3 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic back in his own defense. Panthers possession. Hoyt loops it over to Varner. Out top to Driscoll. He dropped the 3. Driscoll's second 3-ball, and that's a big one. 10-4 Panthers.
Going to have to identify him.
Under 4 to go.
2 in a row, they could start adding up.
Excuse me, Roger. Under 4 to go here in the first. Hudson McLaren high and left for Atlantic. Kick out top to Gavin McLaren. Gavin is guarded by Hoyt. He'll drive inside. Nice move. Layup good. Gavin McLaren with 4. 10-6. Panthers lead cut to 4 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Baseline Driscoll for 3. Got it again. Driscoll with 3 threes here in this first quarter. It's a 13-6 Panther lead. And a foul call, Roger Warren.
On 23 on the box out.
Tommy Sand, a 6'1 senior, comes in for Schoen. So Coach Schaefer brings in one off the bench. Atlantic's gone with their 5 starters here in this first quarter. 3.5 to go.
Oh, Sawyer, Terrell's out there.
Terrell out there for Atlantic, thank you. Hudson McLaren with it, over to Gavin McLaren, high and left. Pass out top to Petty. Petty driving inside, stops, shoots, and it's good! Brent Petty playing aggressive. 13-8, Trojans cut the lead to 5, Petty with 4. 3:09 to go in the first quarter. Parker Vonner, near side Schaefer, baseline Hoyt. Back out top. Jake Hoyt guarded by Grant Petty. Grant's got a handful here. Nice move by Hoyt. Wallia with the help and a foul call on Shelton Wallia, but a great help defensively.
Great help. He had the position. Just don't start reaching on him because he's going to, you're trying to get him into a travel. Let him make the mistake. You've done your job.
Under 3 to go. First quarter, 13-8 Creston. Pass to Parker Varner, guarded by Gavin McLaren. Atlantic in a man defense. Tommy Sands, right side. Schaefer. Out top to Rhett Driscoll. He's got 3 threes. Back to Schaefer on the drive. Stops. Runner, no. Short foul. It'll be 2 shots for Schaefer.
Sawyer Terrell got him on the arm.
So Terrell the guilty party there. And Schaefer at the free throw line for the Panthers. A 78% free throw shooter, and he knocks that one down. Schaefer's first points come from the charity stripe. 14-8. Panthers shot missed, but rebound comes off to Parker Varner for Creston. Panthers work the front. Hoyt almost had it stripped, gets it back, lays it up, and good. Hoyt's quick, he's got 6. Averaging 19 a game. Here comes Atlantic down to 16-8.
Not afraid to take it to the rack.
Trojans leave it around to Grant Petty, top of the circle. 2:17 to play first quarter. Steal. Schaefer, pass ahead. Varner, layup. Good. Good boy. Timeout. Dalton Franken. A full timeout. We're back after these.
More new genetics, faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Welcome back to Creston. 2:08 to go first quarter. Coach Frank had called a timeout. Atlantic down 18-8. They have the basketball. Hudson McLaren top of the circle. Back out top to Grant Petty. Pulls up. Gavin McLaren high and right. To Hudson top of the circle. Hudson off the screen. Finds a seam. Slithers in. Can't get the bucket to go. And is blocked out of bounds by the Panthers.
I'll tell you what. He drove the ball real well. It's just you got to take it up with authority. Make sure you make body contact and then keep the ball away from your body to put it up off the glass.
Cale Barton checks in for Creston. Atlantic with the basketball on the trigger for the baseline. Malya almost threw it away, gets it back.
He had Terrell on the baseline if he could have got the pass to him.
Out top to Hudson. 5 seconds the shot clock. Over to Terrell. He'll fire deep at the buzzer on the clock. No. Barton rebound for Creston. He'll dribble the front. Barton pulls up free throw line and foul called on Terrell. Reach in. And that's 3 on Atlantic here the first quarter. Just 2 on Creston. 1:28 to go in the first frame of this basketball game. The Panthers up by 10, 18-8. Inbounds. Creston giving a go. Schaefer layup is up and good. 28, Schaefer with the basket. He's got 3. Atlantic in the front court down by 12. Here's McLaren. Layup good. Gavin took the ball at the high post and drove in to get the bucket. 20-10. Panthers lead cut to a 10 points. Another foul called Atlantic. They went to
Hudson got it.
Driscoll baseline, and Hudson McLaren the guilty party. That's going to be 4 on the Trojans. Jewell back in for Atlantic. Also, Hunter Nelson will come in for the Trojans as Hudson McLaren comes out. Sawyer Terrell comes out. Rhett Driscoll comes out, and Tanner Ray in for Creston. Just over a minute to go here in this first quarter. The throw-in forthcoming by Barton. He'll take the 3. Good. Barton with the triple for Creston. 23-10. He got the ball in bounds, went baseline, took the pass, and dumped it in. And now the Panthers up 23-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Kennick Jewell over to Hunter Nelson. He
couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it. Dropped out of bounds. Creston gets the ball back on the turnover. Tanner Ray will throw it into Barton. Barton playing that point guard now. His waning moments of this first quarter. 40 seconds left to go. Barton dribbling top of the circle. Leaves it off to Tommy Sands. Tanner Ray on the bounce. Give it a go to Barton inside. Trap. Tanner Ray with it. Head fake drive. Malia got a hand on it. And Gavin McLaren dives for it. Panthers get the ball back. And we have a timeout called by the Panthers in that scramble. 17 seconds left, first quarter. 23-10 Panthers. Timeout called. And we're back right after this.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
As Panthers have the basketball. Schoen is back in for Creston, 6'3 senior. 17 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. 23-10 Panthers. Hoyt with it off the screen. Double team, baseline, Barton. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the shot clock runs out. Good defense by Atlantic.
Great defense, and just kept after it.
Trojans have the ball with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter to get a shot away. Kennick Jewell with the basketball will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. On the dribble for Atlantic. A bomb at the buzzer, and it doesn't go. And we're after one quarter play. 23-10 Panthers with a lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in a minute.
When it's time to think about trailers, think Olson's Outdoor Power. With over 100 trailers in stock at 2 locations, we've got the inventory to get you the right trailer at the right price.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor, and on behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading your surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Well, to start this second quarter down at 23-10 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gab McLaren, top of the circle, over to Hunter Nelson. Back to Malia, high and left. Malia looks left side of Grant Petty has 4 points in the first half. Inside Moya, wide open layup, good. Good pass by McLaren.
Yeah, absolutely. Way to keep your eyes up. He just kind of snuck in behind there.
23-12 inside Tommy Sands. Shot up, no good. A foul to McLaren. Sands will go to the free throw line for Creston. Tommy Sand, an 83% free throw shooter. Not many attempts, just 5 of 6 on the year. Sands free throw in flight and in. His first point of the game. 24-12. Creston. Second free throw coming up from Tommy Sand. In the air, no good. He aired it out. Atlantic get the ball. Trojans down 24-12 on the Seed Pros scoreboard early second quarter.
Well, Creston came out hot. If they cool off and Trojans just keep battling, they can cut this lead pretty easy.
Jewell angles right. Jewell can shoot from outside.
Right.
You're right. I mean, Malya can too. He's 6'4" now on the dribble. Back out to Gavin McLaren. He'll force it inside. Shot up, no good. A foul called on Schoen. Gavin attack of the rim. He gets 2 shots here.
He's got to get that guy moving with him to get that call. A lot of times he's waited for the guy to set up and then he bounces off of him and he ends up with a charge.
And that's exactly what he did there.
Yeah, he got him moving.
Free throw McLaren good. Gavin with 5 points, averaging 13. A 45% free throw shooter. He's 27 of 58, and he missed the second one. Rebound comes off to the Panthers. Top of the circle, Barton. Inside of Jake Hoyt, give and go to Barton down low. He'll lay it in.
That was a nice pass.
Really was. Barton went on a give and a go. Really wasn't a pick and roll, was it? I mean, he just...
No, but you're using the bounce pass the way it's supposed to be used.
26-13. Panthers. Yep. Trojans can't get a shot to go. Jake Hoyt rebound. He'll attack the rim and lose the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Creston's ball.
Yep.
Schaefer in, Hudson McLaren in, Jewell comes out, and Cale Barton goes out for Creston. Schaefer will throw it in for the baseline left side of the basket for the Panthers. Looks for Cutter, finds Schoen. Back out top to Red Driscoll. Panthers up 26-13. Driscoll back out top. Parker Varner back to Driscoll. He'll take it back to Varner. Deep three up. No good. Rebound. Gavin McLaren off of Schoen. Yep, they're going to say Gavin touched it last.
I think Gavin stepped on the red line when he tried to save it.
They can't get it out of bounds play.
Yeah.
Or call, I should say. Hoy will throw it in for the Panthers left side of the basket. Schaefer. Guarded by Petty. Hoyt followed by Jay. The baseline missed. Rebound Schoen, put back no. Malya with a foul. That's 2 shots coming for Schoen with 6:13 to go second quarter, and Woodward will get in the game for the first time. 26-13. Panthers.
That's 2 on Shelton, so.
Schoen's free throw short. As Roger mentioned, Malya with 2 fouls. Woodward in for Atlantic. Schoen's second attempt coming up 26-13. Creston. Free throw is no good. He missed them both. Good block out by Hudson McLaren. And the Trojans to the front court. Hudson, top of the circle, over to Hunter Nelson. Back to Gavin. Step back 3 from the top. Missed the shot. The ball batted out to Hudson McLaren. Pull up Jay. Runner short. And the rebound Hoyt for Creston. He dribbles through traffic and draws the foul. That's 4 in Atlantic now in the second quarter. We've got a lot of time to go in that quarter. We're just 2 minutes and 7 seconds in. So the inbounds for the Creston Panthers up 26-13 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Panthers 6 and 7 coming in. 3 and 4 in the conference. Atlantic 2 and 11 and 1 and 4 in conference play. Schaefer out top to Jake Hoyt. Hoyt drives in. We got another whistle, another foul. Schoen hit the deck. It's going to be on Gavin McLaren. So that's 5, and Schoen will shoot, I believe. Or maybe scoreboard had
no.
4.
We're 1 less, yeah.
Okay, there's 4. Inbounds pass to Hoyt. Go to by Grant Petty. Hoyt drives baseline, runner up, and it's no good. The rebound, Hunter Nelson. Good defense by Grant Petty. Out to Hudson McLaren. Baseline of Gavin. Inside to Woodward, off his fingertips. And the ball is out of bounds. We got a foul called on Hoyt.
Yep.
So that's 2 on Creston. 4 in Atlantic. The Trojan will dump it in from the baseline left side. And throwing it in will be Gavin McLaren for the Trojans. 5:27 to play. First half. Petty with it, right baseline. Petty back into McLaren. And the ball was taken away by...
Well, the guy was stepping out of bounds when he grabbed it.
Out of bounds. So Gavin will throw it in for Atlantic. Nope, it's going to be Hudson. One of the McLarens will throw it in. Hudson lobs it to Gavin. One-on-one, shut up, and it is no good. Rebound, Schaefer. Creston gets the ball back. Scoring at a minimum here in this second quarter. Schaefer baseline to Driscoll. He'll fire a 3, no good. Rebound shown, ball tipped out, and Atlantic gets it. Trojans finally got a call, and I think it should have been Creston's.
Well, we're up here, they're down there. That's
5 minutes to go, second quarter. Hudson out to Hunter Nelson for 3. God! Hunter Nelson, he can shoot it. 26-16, timeout called.
That was a good curl.
Big curl by Hunter Nelson. We're back in 60 seconds.
People spend their life building wealth and neglecting.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
To maximize yields, for the word go, contact John Becker, Mark Bensager, Gary Dinkman, Nick Knutson for all your Pioneer seed needs. Panthers with a basketball. Driscoll out top to Tommy Sand. Baseline, Varner. He'll loop it out to Driscoll. He's got 3 threes. Driving inside, ball stripped. Good D by Hunter Nelson. Out to Hudson McLaren. Right baseline, Gab McLaren drives inside. Shut up, no. And a foul called on Creston. Gavin going aggressively to the bucket on the baseline. Gab McLaren will shoot a pair for Atlantic. He's 1 for 2. He's got 5 points. Atlantic down 26-16. Free throw, in and out, no good. Second free throw coming up for the junior. Kill Barton will check in here in a moment for the Panthers. Gavin's second free throw in flight, he got it. 2 for 4 from the line, 5 points. 26-17, the Trojans cut the Panther lead to single digits. 4:24 to go in the half. Baseline shown, given to go to Schaefer, knocked out by Hudson McLaren, trailing. Panthers will trigger right side of the basket, Barton in. Tommy Sand is out for Creston. Hudson McLaren will put pressure on the throw-in by Schaefer. Schoen breaks left, kick out top to Red Driscoll. To Varner, top of the circle. Got it by Gavin McLaren. Varner on the bounce. Spinning. Traveling.
I'll tell you what, they were swiping at the ball and stuff like that. He just kept going, but
he traveled.
Yeah, he did.
Atlantic gets the ball back, down by 9. 4:09 to play here in the second quarter. Here comes Hudson McLaren across the timeline for the Trojans. Picked up out top by Schaefer off the screen from Woodward. Hudson still dribbling out top to Nelson. Off his fingertips. Picked up by Varner. He'll take it to the rack and throws it away. Atlantic gets the ball back and the turnover. Gavin McLaren out to Hudson. Tit for tat there. Atlantic with it. Hudson to Nelson. Baseline. Grant Petty back to Nelson. Out top to Hudson. 3:38 to play. Oh, travel Gavin. He took the pass and took a walk.
Yeah. He switched his pivot foot.
Yep. We've had good officiating tonight, both games. And girls' game was aggressive and physical, but yet.
Yep. Well, that's the same way they're playing here.
Yeah.
They're letting them bounce a little bit, but.
Driving, Hoyt, layup no, and or Driscoll, I should say, and he'll shoot a pair here for Creston. 26-17, Atlantic on a little mini run, on a 4-0 run here to get within single digits. Driscoll may have something to say about that, though, with 3.5 to go here in this first half. Free throw good. Rhett Driscoll now with 10. He's averaging 10.46 a game. He shoots 72% from the line. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, and it comes off the show. Driving, Barton, reverse layup, good. Wow. Barton now with 7. And a steal by Creston, and they put it up and in. Unbelievable.
Well, Atlantic tried to inbound the ball and wasn't paying attention that he just stepped back, just stopped and stepped back and took it away from him.
So Hoyt with the bucket and 1. Hoyt has 9 points. His first free throw of the night, he missed it. Second free throw, he didn't make the shot. His second free throw coming up. Hudson McLaren out. Gage Gross, a sophomore, in. 29
that was the third one on Hudson.
There's a free throw by Hoyt, good. 30-17. The lead is Creston. Atlantic's basketball. Gage Gross in the top of the circle over to Hunter Nelson. Hunter guarded by Rhett Driscoll. That man defense out to Woodward, top of the circle. Near the 3-minute mark to play in the first half. Baseline at Gavin, skip past to Hunter Nelson at the top. Gage Gross, head fake drive. He'll take it all the way in with the trees. He's got to get out of traffic. Oh, now he reverse layup, and he traveled with it. He was in trouble, nowhere to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, he did a pretty good job. And yeah, I know he traveled, but he kept pivoting.
Atlantic back on defense, man-to-man. Hoyt with it. Driving inside, crossover layup. Yeah, we're going to travel there,
Yeah, he picked it up a long ways out there.
Attempt on the Euro step, didn't quite go.
No.
30-17 Creston, Atlantic's basketball. Grant Petty will bring it across the timeline for the Trojans. Works off that screen from Gavin McLaren. Now angles right, spinning, lose the ball. Turnover, Jake Hoyt with it. Behind the back to show, layup good. 32-17. Timeout Trojans. We'll take it with them. Back right after this.
All the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic IV, and I've got some exciting news to share. Thanks to your feedback, we're currently rated the friendliest Hy-Vee in the entire company. That's a huge honor. On behalf of the whole team, thank you to everyone who's taken time to share their thoughts. Did you know you can leave feedback too? Just check the link on the bottom of your Hy-Vee receipt or in your email after a purchase. Whether it's a compliment or constructive criticism, I love reading our surveys and making sure we're always improving. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
6-0 run by Creston. Atlantic with the basketball. It's going to be Hunter Nelson back to Gavin McLaren. He'll bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Picked up by Cale Barton, top of the circle. Gavin high post. Handles the ball. Back door to Reed Woodward and threw it away. Tried to force it. He was sandwiched inside.
Reed kind of had him sealed. Should have given him a chance at it, though.
Red Driscoll brings it across the half-court line for Creston. 2 minutes to play. Baseline. Kale Martin, guarded by Gross. Woodward tried to get a steal. Travel call on the Panthers. Atlantic's ball. Grant Petty will throw it in. And here comes Petty. Out top to Hunter Nelson. 1:49 to go, second quarter. Hunter on the drive. Takes it inside. Shot up, no. Rebound, Gavin. Put back is missed, and a foul called on Creston. I think it's on Schoen. That'd be his third, I believe, Roger.
Could be, yeah.
We're going to double to check that. Nope, it's just his second foul.
Right. 42, got 2 of them.
So that's going to be free throws for Gavin McLaren. He'll have a pair here. First one is up, and it is good. Gavin 3 for 5 for the line. 7 points for the junior. 32-18 Panthers. Second free throw miss. Score remains 32-18. Here comes the Panthers with the ball. Tommy Sand will come in. And Parker Varner next to dead ball. Red Driscoll, top of the circle. Takes it inside, and it gets into Schoen. Foul on Atlantic. Schoen underneath took the pass, and he was stripped of it, but a foul called. And it's going to be Schoen shooting a pair. That's going to be Hunter Nelson's second foul. Schoen at the free throw line for Creston. He'll lift it up, and it is no good. Schoen 0 for 3 from the stripe. Schaefer out. Varner in. Schoen with 2 points. Second free throw is up, and it is good. Schoen 1 for 4 from the line, and Panthers up 33-18 over Atlantic. 1:35 to go, second quarter. Nelson, Petty, Woodward, Gage Gross, and Gab McLaren in for Atlantic. Nelson, top of the circle, driving, loops it over to Gage Gross. He'll launch a 3 baseline. No. Another foul called.
Foul on a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he'll shoot
3 of them.
He'll shoot 3. That was on Tanner Ray, his first. So Gage Gross will shoot the trio of free throws here for the Trojans. First one up, and it is no good. He has 2 more coming. Gross, a 81% free throw shooter, and he missed that one. Came in the game tonight with 17 of 21. He's now 17 of 23, and that free throw is good. 33-19 Panthers. Creston's ball. Hoyt, top of the circle. Wings it right side of Driscoll. He'll baseline drive, kicked out by Woodward. Nice D by Woodward.
Absolutely. Cut him off the baseline. He got his hands out there.
1:13 to go. First half, 33-19. Panthers with the lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. The throw in, baseline, Driscoll, guarded by Hunter Nelson. Back out top to Tanner Ray. Over to Parker Varner. Varner to Tommy Sand, baseline drive, whistle, a foul called on Atlantic again. 1:05 to play. Woodward with the foul, I believe, Roger. We'll double check that. That's his second, or first. Tommy Sand at the line for Creston. He'll lift it up and good. Second free throw coming up for Sand. He's 2 for 3 from the line. He missed that one. Grant Petty rebound for Atlantic. 34-19 Panthers on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gab McLaren will dribble. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. And a whistle, and over and back. Gavin had it near the half-court line and stepped back over the line.
He did.
Official's right there.
Yeah, when he made the move to start up, his foot went back and went back over the line.
Inbounds out top. On the drive, Hoyt or Rhett Driscoll. Baseline Driscoll back out top to Varner. They'll swing it left to Sand. Tanner Ray left baseline back to Sand. Atlantic rotating in a man-to-man defense. Now inside, Hoyt layup good. What a great look by Parker Varner. Hoyt with the points. He has 10, or 9, I should say, for Creston. Panthers up 36-19. Atlantic going to hold for one shot, 15. Down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Nelson angles right, 8 seconds. Steal by Driscoll, and he lays it in. And that's it. Here in the first half, 38-19 here at the halftime break in favor of the Creston Panthers with a strong finish to end that first half of play. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. Back right after this.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
To 19, they doubled it here in the second quarter, and that's a pretty balanced scoring, or a lot of guys scoring for the Panthers. Brett Driscoll, he got hot early, Roger Warren. He's got 12.
Yeah.
You know, and had three
threes right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate, and he's got 12 points to lead the way. 9 points for Jake Hoyt, averaging 19. Driscoll averaging 10. Coming in already over his average. 7 points for Cale Martin, 3 each for Braden Schoen and Tommy Sand and Josh Schaefer. For Atlantic, they're led in scoring. Gavin McLaren, he has 7 points. Grant Petty with 6. Shelton Malya with 2. Hunter Nelson has a 3-point shot for 3. And Gage Gross, 1 for 3 for line with a point for the Trojans. Down big here, and a lot of work to do second half.
Well, a lot of work. I tell you what, you had it cut down to 8 or 9 at that one point in time, and then you kind of let it slip back, and they just kept increasing it. I mean, Creston's taking the ball to the hole. We're just, too many turnovers on the offensive end. I mean, if they can get down and get them in their half-court offense, they're doing all right. But it's that, attack that they've been doing, and we're just not responding to it.
38-19 at halftime. Panthers with the lead. They led 23-10 after one quarter and opened up a 38-19 lead here. Atlantic did cut that lead to single digits at one point at 26-17, but then the Panthers went on a little mini 6-0 run and finished strong as well. Here, 38-19. They will take a 2-minute timeout. Halftime brought to be Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, and your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LPL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LPL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Roger Warren, 38-19 our score. Panthers got off to a great start. Red Driscoll hit a 3 right out of the gate to put up 3-0.
I don't think there was 2 seconds off the clock.
I don't either. He launched it, boom. And Panthers aggressive. Atlantic has played some pretty good defense at times. Allowing 38's quite a bit of the first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just some turnovers, and we'll see what they do the second half here. Look at Red Oak game. They were down pretty good at halftime, and they stormed back in the second half and lost by 4.
That's got to start. You're down 19 right now. You've got to cut that to a 10 spot when you start the fourth quarter. So you just keep playing defense and stops. That's what they say. Just keep making stops.
Again for Atlantic, Gavin McLaren with 7 points, Hunter Nelson with 3. Gage Gross has 1. Grant Petty has 6. Shelton Mawley has 2, but he's got a few fouls, I think, and he had to
he's got 3
fouls in that first half. He had to sit down. For the Panthers, they've had a good number of players contribute offensively as far as scoring, and Red Driscoll with 12 and Jake Hoyt with 9. For Creston, Cale Borton has 7 to lead the way for the Panthers. Creston opened up a 7-2 lead. Atlantic closed the gap to 7-4. There was 10-4. Panthers led 16-8 at one point, 18-8 at one point in that first quarter, and then it settled out 23-10. As you mentioned, the Trojans got some rhythm going offensively in that second quarter. They were able to close the gap to 26-17. But Creston comes back with a 3. He made it 29-17, and they lead here 38-19. Panthers won the first meeting between these two teams back in Atlantic, and earlier this month. I know we were headed to Creston to do the game.
The last time.
The forecast for slick roads and for precautionary measures, the game was postponed, and they ended up playing the game in Atlantic.
Like 2 or 3 days later.
2 or 3 days later, and then we end up down here in they just flip-flopped the home dates. Atlantic lost 51-41 the first time around, and that was back on January the 4th. 51-41 was the deficit there. Panthers with the lead. Hey, halftime is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. We're back right after this.
New Year's resolution to save money.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today.
Not many other seed providers can make that claim. We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none. We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Higher side to maximize yields from the bird go. We'll contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson for all your Pioneer seed needs. Atlantic will come out with Kenny Jewell, Gavin McLaren, Grant Petty, Shelton Walia, and Hudson McLaren, the starters. Trojans played 9 in the first half. Reed Woodward got in, and Sawyer Terrell. Hunter Nelson, he had a 3-point shot, and Gage Gross, sophomore, got in the first half. And Coach Schaefer went with a good amount of guys as well. Went 9 deep to his bench. Tanner Ray, Tommy Sand got in. Cale Barton got in the ball game for the Panthers. Creston looks like they're going to come out with their starters as well. Red Driscoll. Parker Bonner comes out. Schaefer, who didn't see a lot of action in that first half, comes out, and Schoen and Hoyt.
Yep.
So here we go, second half getting ready to roll here in Creston. Atlantic will be on defense to start the second half. Panthers with the basketball. Schaefer into Driscoll. We're in their way second half. Panthers up 38-19 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pass to Varner, guarded by Molia. Varner down inside, a steal by Hudson McLaren, but Hoyt gets it back, puts it up and no good, but a rebound at Grant Petty. Check out to Kenny Jewell. Atlantic gets a stop with that first possession. Pass to Petty, steal by Varner. Panthers get it back on the turnover. Varner high and left. Pulls up, and he throws it away. Hudson McLaren steal to Kenny. Atlantic throws it away. Panthers get the ball back.
I don't even think somebody wants to hang on the ball.
The second half starts with the plethora of turnovers. There's Varner for 3, and he knocked it down. Varner from way downtown. And it's 41-19 Creston. Steal by Hoyt. He'll lay it in. Yeah, almost dunked it. 43-19.
We'll call that a lay-in.
Yeah, didn't quite get the jam. Hoyt with 11. Trojans can't get a shot to fall at the other end. Rebound shown. Pass ahead to Hoyt. Layup no good. Hoyt rebound. And he'll duck under, put it in. Panthers off to a huge start. Second half, 45-19. A 7-0 run in the first minute and 26 seconds. Timeout, Coach Dalton Franken will take it with him.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
McLaren, Woodward, Hudson McLaren, and Kenny Jewell. They'll pass to Terrell, almost a steal by Varner. Atlantic gets the ball back near sideline. 6:29 to go here in this third quarter. 45-19 Panthers on a 7-0 run to start the third. Jewell off the screen, angles right, drives in, lays it up, and it is good. He draws the foul. Getting Jewell's first bucket of the game. He's averaging 11, and he's going to get the and one here, 45-21. Trojans break that 7-0 run, and Getting Jewell will shoot one shot, 82% free throw shooter, 23 of 28. He made it. Jewell with 3, 45-22. Creston's ball, Hoyt, baseline Driscoll. We have a foul called on the drive. Terrell with the foul as he tried to hold Hoyt from driving in, attacking the rim.
Yeah, a little difficult.
Here's a throw in by the Panthers. Schaefer to toss in. Down low to Schoen, shot up, no. Rebound, Kenny Jewell. Here comes Atlantic to the front. Jewell, top of the circle. Leaves it off for Hudson McLaren. Baseline drive, spinning. Back out top to Terrell. He'll drive in, baseline Hudson. He'll fire the three. Good! Hudson McLaren with a triple. 45-25 Panthers. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Top of the circle, Rhett Driscoll, right side at Varner for 3, no. Woodward with a nice rebound from Atlantic.
Good box.
He did, he got a good block out. Here comes Atlantic, baseline to Gavin McLaren. He'll drive inside, layup, good! Trojans get it going here, 45-27 to Gavin McLaren with the bucket, he has 9. Panthers possession. Varner top of the circle. Left side of Jake Hoyt. Hoyt off the screen from Schoen. Cut off by Woodward. Down low, wide open. Schoen layup good.
Lost him.
Well, they got some help on
up
Hoyt.
front.
47-27 to Panthers. Atlantic's ball. Nearing the 5-minute mark to go in the third. Getting Jewell across the timeline for the Trojans. Guarded by Schaefer, top of the circle. Gavin with the screen. Kennick on the drive. He pulls up right wing, ball tapped out of bounds. Under 5 to go third quarter. Tommy Sand is in and Varner comes out for Creston. Sawyer Terrell will throw it in for Atlantic. And he's going to get it out top to Kennick Jewell. Jewell on the dribble, off the screen from Woodward. Pulls up behind the arc, now into Woodward. He'll turn, shoot, and can't get it. Rebound Jake Hoyt for Creston. He'll dribble to the front. Down the far sideline, will back up and fire a triple. Got it. Hoyt racking up the points now for the Panthers. 50-27 to Creston, and Jake Hoyt with a bundle of points here. Inside Woodward, a baseline. Terrell for 3. Good! Sawyer Terrell answers.
Good ball movement there.
50-30 Panthers. Front court Driscoll. Looks for Sand. Hustle defense by Gab McLaren. Out to Driscoll, guarded by Hudson. A foul called to Hudson McLaren. That's 2 in Atlantic here in the third. 3:59 to go, third period. Panthers up 50-30 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Hoyt with 9 the first half. 16 for the game. Schoen down low, fires no, foul on Atlantic. For Jake Hoyt, 12.
He's done. That's 5.
That's 5. So McLaren will. In comes Hunter Nelson. Hudson McLaren will foul out for the Trojans. Hudson with 3 points, had that 3-point shot. Schoen to the free throw, not a shoot a pair. 3:55 to go third, free throw good. Braden Schoen. 6 points. Second free throw for Schoen coming up. Shoots about 36% from the line. He aired that one out. Atlantic with the basketball down 51-30. Here comes Kennick Jewell. Jewell driving. Oh, shot blocked. Schaefer blocked the shot. And the ball out of bounds, it's going to be Creston's ball, I believe. No, it's Atlantic's ball.
They're pointing Atlantic's way.
Yep. So Hunter Nelson will throw it in baseline left. Out baseline looking for Gavin and knocked out again by Varner. He'll throw it in again. Left side of the basket, wide left. 3:44 to go, third quarter. Hunter Nelson will throw it into Jewell high and left, high and right. He'll take it back out between the rings. Right side of Gab McLaren, driving, spinning, shooting, no. Foul, Creston. So Gavin back to the free throw line. He was 3 for 6 in the first half shooting free throws. He has 9 points in the game, averaging 13. And he'll shoot a pair here for Atlantic. Gavin McLaren, 45% free throw shooter. He missed the first. Gavin now 3 of 7. Woodward comes out. Grant Petty back in for Atlantic. Gavin McLaren will shoot the second of 2 with 3:36 to play in the third. 51-30 Panthers with the lead in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Free throw is no good. He missed them both. Rebound Panthers. Another stoppage of play. This foul on Terrell. Tanner Ray comes in for Schoen. Jake Hoyt will inbounds right side of the basket for the Panthers. Hoyt averaging 19 a game for Creston. Varner with the basketball, top of the circle off the screen from Hoyt. Kick out top, Tanner Ray. Ray guarded by Hunter Nelson. He'll swing it right side to Sand. Sand on the bounce. Back out to Ray on the right baseline. Kick out top, Schaefer. He'll launch a deep three, no good. The ball ricochets right to Gavin McLaren. Kicks out to Jewell, Atlantic's possession. Petty to Jewell, top of the circle. Back to Gab McLaren. Terrell. Hunter Nelson. Out to Petty, top of the circle. He'll take it to the rim. Lays it up and in, but no, they're going to say a foul.
I got it first.
Foul the floor.
Agreed.
Atlantic's ball out of bounds.
He took that one with authority. Yeah,
he did. He's been aggressive.
He was going to make that one, yeah.
Grant's been aggressive. He had 6 first half points. Nothing here in the third. He'll take it to baseline on the trigger. Back out top to Gavin. A slip pass to Kennick Jewell. Jewell in the block. Spinning, ducking, shooting. No, another foul call.
That'll be on the baseline.
We'll add them up here. It's 4 each now. 4 for Creston, 4 for Atlantic. With 2:48 to go in the third. So next foul on either will shoot. Bounce pass to Gab McLaren, baseline. He'll drive in. And a steal by Varner, another foul call. Terrell with a foul.
That'd be 5 for Terrell.
And so Terrell will be retired. That's 5 for him. Terrell did get a 3-pointer here in this second half. So Gage Gross will come in for him. 2 players for Atlantic fouling out. Hudson McLaren and Sawyer Terrell. Barn at the free throw line, 51-30. Panthers, free throw good. 52-30. Barner, second free throw coming up. And he got them both. 53-30 Creston, Atlantic's basketball. 2.5 to go third quarter. Jewell out top to Gavin McLaren. Gavin holds the ball, top of the circle. And a Petty and a steal. Pass ahead to Hoyt. He's going to stuff it. Missed it. Petty rebound for the Trojans. Out top, Terrell. Gavin. Grant Petty high and right. Petty drives, stops, shoots, short. Rebound Varner. He'll run. Hoyt driving, layup good. Hoyt with 18, 55-30. Panthers, Atlantic in the front court with $1:55 to go third. Gab McLaren takes it to the rim. Another foul call. Sand with this one as Gavin went up. So Gab McLaren will shoot a pair. There with 9 points. 3 fouls on Parker Varner for Creston. He's going to come out. Kill Barton is in for Creston, along with Hoyt and Sand, Tanner Ray, and Parker Varner. McLaren's free throw, he lifts it up and no good. Second free throw coming up with a buck 50 to go in the third. And he dips his knee, spins it up, and it is no good. Rebound Panthers. Hoyt with it, he'll take it in, lays it up. Hoyt now getting his points, he's got 20. Averages 19, 57-30 Panthers. Jewell runner, missed a shot, rebound Hoyt. 1:30 to go as the Panthers. Hoyt driving, kick out top, Sand. Set shot, three, good. Tommy Sand with a triple for the Panthers. Atlantic in the front, Jewell for three, no good, short. 60-30 Creston. Boy, they're nearing that 35-point mark here, Roger Warren. That would kick the clock into motion. Back out to Sand at the top. He'll leave it off top to Tanner Ray. Ray left side to Kill Martin. Martin driving, lays it up, good. No, it's good. Yep.
It bounced.
Got the roll. 62-30 Creston. Jewell top of the circle. 37 seconds to go, third. High and right, Hunter Nelson to Jewell, left wing. Pulls up behind the back to Gab McLaren. Three-point shot off the mark. Rebound to Jake Hoyt. 25 seconds. And the coach wants just one shot here. 17 in the shot clock. 12 seconds of the shot clock. 10 seconds on the game clock. Driving Hoyt. He's got a shot. Got it. Hoyt's on a roll here. Time is going to run out. 64-30. A big quarter for the Creston Panthers. Jake Hoyt with 22. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back right after these.
Jill Polk.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
(38-19) at the halftime break. And 64-30 after three. Atlantic's basketball to start the final stanza. Down low to Woodward, he got one in.
Nice feed from McLaren.
64-32 Panthers. Creston's basketball. High and left, Barton out top. Driscoll to Tommy Sand, top of the circle. Sand lose the handle. Gross with a steal for Atlantic. Trojans got the ball back. Front court, Gross looks for Jewell and a steal by Kill Martin. Creston gets the ball back on the turnover. Off to Tommy Sand, high and left, baseline to Ray. Into Rhett Driscoll, got it by Grant Petty. Back out to Tommy Sand. He'll take it in, lays it up and in. Tommy Sand was 7. Atlantic in the front. Gab McLaren, he's fouled by Parker Varner. Varner's foul starting to add up as well. Shown in, Barton out. Varner with 4 now for Creston with 6:56 to play. Kenny Jewell will throw it in for the Trojans. Gross takes it left baseline. Pivots. Couple of dribbles, looks for a cutter, finds Gavin McLaren, baseline Woodward. Woodward low
You got to
block.
be able to step in underneath the bucket there.
Here's Gavin driving, layup, no. Rebound, Parker Varner. 6:40 left, pass ahead. Sand, step back three, baseline short, rebound, Gab McLaren. Atlantic back to the front court. McLaren drives in, lays it up good. 64-34, Panthers by 30. Atlantic trying to keep that mercy clock from going. 35-point rule. They're down by 30 here. Sand down low, Schoen. Back out top, Tanner Ray. A deep three up. No. Rebound out of bounds. Atlantic's ball back the other way with 6:08 to play. Trojans ball. Grant Petty will throw it in. Woodward playing. Gross playing. Gab McLaren for Atlantic. Kennick Jewell and Grant Petty for the Panthers. Tommy Sand, Tanner Ray, Varner, Schoen, and Driscoll. Gross with the top of the circle over to Kennick Jewell. Jewell back out top to Gross. Gross one dribble back out to Kennick Jewell. Jewell baseline to Petty, driving, cut off by Sand. He'll turn and shoot. Good. Nice elevation. Petty was cut
elevation. Got squared up.
8 for Grant Petty, 64-36 Panthers. And we got a travel call and a turnover. Jake Hoyt back in, Cale Barton and Schaefer. Tanner Ray goes out, Varner and Sand for Creston. Grant Petty to throw it in for Atlantic with 5:40 to play. Kennick Jewell will bring it across the half-court line for the Trojans. Back to Gab McLaren at the top of the circle. McLaren puts it to the floor. Now drives back out top to Gross. Gage the free throw line. Stops, elevates, shoots, no. Gavin saves it back out to Jewell. Into Gavin, low block. He'll take it to the rim. To Woodward, layup, good. Nice look.
Play, nice look. Very well controlled.
64-38. Panthers lead, and the Panthers get tipped by Woodward.
Yep. Woodward had it.
5:05 to go as Creston tried to go across the paint. Atlantic tipped it out. It's going to be a throw-in by Schaefer. Just over 5 left in the game. Out top to Red Driscoll. He'll fire the three. Good. Driscoll with 4 of those.
His percentage tonight's pretty good.
Pretty good. He's got a nice shooting stroke. 69-38. Favor of Creston. Atlantic's possession. Jewell a deep three up. Rims out. Rebound shown for the Panthers. To Barton. He'll bring it across for Creston. Baseline drive. Shot up. No good by Schaefer. Rebound Petty for Atlantic. Pass ahead to Jewell over his head out of bounds. 4:30 to go. Atlantic will play St. Albert on Friday nights. And the Panthers, their next contest is going to be Glenwood at Glenwood. That's going to be tomorrow night. Baseline shown. Trojans will play till Friday. To Jake Hoyt, layup good. Hoyt with 24. 71-38. Jewell down in Woodward, layup good. Woodward's getting some points tonight. 6 for Woodward, huh?
Well, use that big old body to seal him off.
71-30-40. Panthers can't get a shot off, but Gab McLaren rebound. He'll take it. He's outnumbered, but he's going to take it in. He had the ball stolen. Creston with it. Hoyt to the top to Barton. He's got the shot. He's going to go for 3. Good. No one contested him.
Yep.
And Barton hit the triple. Panthers starting to add up the 3 balls here. 74-40 Creston. Trojans can't get a shot to go. Rebound Hoyt with 3:25 to play. Down inside Schoen, layup no good. Schoen gets the board. Foul called on Gavin McLaren. Ritter is coming in with Meisinger for the Panthers. 64-30 Creston. After 3, they lead 76-38 here. Free throw by Schoen is short. Schoen is 2 for 6 from the line. 6 points for Schoen. Gab McLaren and Grant Petty come out. Meisinger comes in with Ritter. Here's second free throw by Schoen. It's off the rim. Rebound Meisinger. Atlantic with the basketball in the front court. Down 76 74-40, I should say. Jewell, top of the circle. Over to Ritter. Back out to Meisinger. Back to Ritter. Meisinger. Gross, top of the circle. Jewell on the drive. Stops, pops. No, and its rebound comes off to Rhett Driscoll. 2:38 to go. Driscoll throws low, and Ritter steal. Nice job by Ritter. To Meisinger. He'll bring it across the timeline. To Gross, high and left. 74-40, and the throw into Woodward is tipped away by Schoen. He'll throw ahead to Driscoll. He'll take it up and in. 76-40, Creston. Atlantic in the front. Kennick Jewell out top. The running clock will take effect now. Ritter drives in, and he pushed off.
Yeah, that was a little too obvious.
Woodward comes out. Schoen is out as Coach Schaefer empties his bench. Throwing it in will be C.T. Stalker now. We've got a whole new group in for the Panthers. Cason Dryden with the ball. Left pass to Riley, and he loses the handle. Trojans get the ball. They'll bring it to the front court. Gross left baseline. Back out top to Ritter. He'll fire the three. Short.
Good looking shot.
It was. And
that was a shot to take.
Stalker rebound. He'll take it to the front court. 1:16 to go. Tanner Ray and Meisinger fight
Good
for
hustle.
it. And we've got a whistle jump on.
Creston ball.
Arrow favors the Panthers. They'll have the basketball out of bounds. Throwing it in will be Cason Dryden. Fields is going to come in for somebody there. He's going to replace Gage Gross. The throw in for the Panthers, C.T. Stalker. 58 seconds to go. Panthers up 76-40. Baseline, give it a go inside. Stalker layup, no. Rebound, Meisinger for Atlantic. Panthers led 23-10 after one. 38-19 at half time. And 64-30 after three. Ritter for three, no good for Atlantic. Ball tipped out by the Panthers. They really opened things up here in this fourth quarter. They outscored Atlantic 12-8 in the fourth. So Meisinger will throw it in baseline right. Running clock, 20 seconds to go. Ritter, nice drive. Hook shot, no. Ball goes out of bounds. Running clock. Panthers will throw it in. Troutwine will take the pass in, and that's going to be it. 76-40, Creston with the win over Atlantic here in this boys game. The Panthers are leaving the record at 7-7, and the Trojans go to 2-12 on the year. We're back to wrap things up here in a moment. Our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Elegant Retreat that offers aesthetic dermatology services and professional-grade skincare products.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic.
A 76 Atlantic 40. Taking a look at the game recap as we talked about it here. Some game wound down. The Panthers open up a 20-8 lead in that first quarter, close it out 23-10, and they opened up the 38-19 lead at the halftime break and doubling the score. Second half, Atlantic just couldn't. It's just too big of a hill.
Couldn't get over the hump. I mean, they'd start to make a run, and then all of a sudden they'd get a 6-0 run, and then Creston would go on a 12-0 run. I mean, it kept spreading it out. And, I mean, be real honest with you, Tom, I'm kind of surprised that Creston's got the record they got.
They look pretty good.
I mean, they handle the ball well, the attack. I can see where they can be sometimes a little out of control, but, you know, we've watched Kemper and we've watched some of the better teams in the league, and I mean, they should be able to compete with everybody else. I mean, Kemper's kind of way out there, but
right.
They got some players.
Well, Jake Hoyt, Rhett Driscoll comes out and gets him jump started there right out of the gate with a three. He ended up with 4 threes tonight for Creston, 17 points. Jake Hoyt, what a night he had. 9 first-half points, 21. I've got it for 24. That's unofficial, but he's averaging 19 coming in. In the second half, he had a 3-ball and 15 second-half points, 24 what I have him for. Tommy Sand was 7. He came off the bench and contributed. Braden Schoen had 3 points the first half. Second half 3, he finished with 6. And Cale Barton had 12 points for the Panthers. Cale Barton also coming off the bench for Creston. For Atlantic, top to bottom, Hudson McLaren with 3. Kenny Jewell with 3 points. Shelton Walia with 2. Grant Petty with 8. 6 the first half. Gavin McLaren, I should say. He had 7. And he ended up with 11 points for the Trojans. Hunter Nelson had 3 points, and that was a 3-ball in the first half. And Woodward was 6. So Reed had a few looks down low in that second half for Atlantic. And Gage Gross with 1 point for the Trojans. Hunter Nelson ended up with 3. So Atlantic got some scoring from a lot of people in the ball game. And head coach Dalton Franken will join us here. 76-38. The final score here, or 76-40. Coach Franken will join us here this evening. And again, Creston, we've talked about the Panthers. They go even at 7-7. A good ball club you face tonight, Coach. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, they're a good team. We came out and tried to do a diamond in one on the Hoyt kid, and the only kid I was worried about when we went to that was number 3, and we let him hit 3 threes and 3 out of the first 4 possessions, so we had to get out of that. Then we didn't have it on either end tonight. We just not a very good effort tonight. We didn't do a lot of things well for most of the game. So that's how you come on the road and lose by 34, 36, whatever it was. So we got to go back to work. We got a big week, Friday and Saturday still. So we got to have a good couple days of practice. We're still looking for 5 guys to fight together out there. So.
Yep, you guys St. Albert on Friday, and this will be the second meeting against the Falcons, or the first meeting?
No, first meeting. Yeah, first meeting. So they got a nice team. They mix up their defenses. They'll do some full court man stuff, full court zone stuff, and then they'll drop back into half court zone defense and man. So, but we have enough to work on with ourselves. We'll worry about St. Albert on Friday. We got to get to work on ourselves and find some answers offensively and defensively.
Very good. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you Friday night.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Appreciate him stopping by here. And they'll get back to work. And they've got St. Albert on Friday. The girls will play them for the second time. The boys only play them once on the season. So that'll be a Hawkeye 10 conference game. And we'll have the girl and boy doubleheader on Friday night. The girls game against the top-ranked Saints. That ought to be a good one, Roger Warren, on Friday night.
Yeah, got to show up to play, but that's a good. That's why you go out and play the game. Those are the fun ones.
Those are fun ones. Atlantic girls 12-5 on the season. Trojans fall in this one tonight to the Panthers. They go to 2-12 in the year, and they'll go back to work and see what they can do this Friday night. Roger, thank you a bunch. Appreciate you.
You bet.
The final score here from Creston: the Panthers 76, Atlantic 40. Girls game, the Trojans come back and come away with a win with a score of 47-28. For Roger Ward, I'm Tom Robinson. Thank you for joining us, and have a great evening.
is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Southwest Iowa's classic rock station is KSWI Atlantic, part of Meredith Communications.